for today, just as a recap from last time, let's kind of dive in. So, last session that we had just 2 weeks ago was the first session of arc number 2 of our Avved What Lurks Beneath campaign. So, during that first session, the group found themselves in the flash of light, in the blink of an eye, just outside of Draketh. They talked a bit about everything that had happened to them, made their way back into the city, wanting to check in with Aunt Peggy to introduce Lorelia to her, to let them know that they had been inside of the High Minds, like tunnel system, I guess, is what you might call it. Um, and when they got to the Scraptic headquarters, there was a huge crowd of people upset and trying to figure out like where their party was really. And Aunt Peggy told the crowd that they had been missing for 3 weeks and that Scraptic teams go missing all the time. Fast forward a little bit, there's this big reveal that happens where the group finds out that they had been held by the Saruks in the caverns for much longer than what they thought as a result of being attacked by those TikTok creatures. Um, Eventually, the group split apart and went to their homes to just kind of check in and sort of make sure that their families knew that they were alive, especially since had been gone for so long. Lorelia tagged along to a couple of those check-ins. Tully checked in with his father Reuben and introduced Lorelia to him. We had Rain go home and check in with her sister and her sister's wife, Ash and Alara, at which point Rain discovered the side effects of the origins of her wild magic, where a third eye suddenly appeared in her forehead for about a minute. Uh, we had Aerie head home again with Lorelia in tow, beating Tavox, the family butler, as well as checking in with her mother and father. Her father, who was just dumbfounded by Lorelia being there, and Cleo, Aries' mom, who was just like super confused as to like where Lorelia came from and what was going on. But really, both of them just kind of assuring Aerie to be true to their name of Everbright and to just like trust first and evaluate if people don't behave the way that you expect them to, or kind of paying it forward for, so to speak. And then we had Elson check in at the Chapel of Lathander, where he found his brother Deknu um, waiting for him to check in on how his progress for something called the Hour of Ruin was going. They had a confrontation, somewhat physical, although no blows. They didn't come to blows, so to speak, but they did kind of get in each other's faces. With Deknu being pretty upset and pretty disappointed that Elson hasn't completed whatever hunt it is that he is on. Um, we then skipped basically to the next day where we went on a big shopping spree and we got a bunch of new equipment and got a bunch of new items. We met Cordy, the quirky, weird shop vendor who helped them to get some magical items, although sometimes those items are duds. Um, and then at the very end of the day, we got back together. Tully showed up with his new robot, Pascal, who is his steel defender as part of his subclass as an artificer. And we also got to check in with Lorelia and Aunt Peggy, who told the group that with Lorelia's help, they can access a weather station just south of the area called Rise in Aved. And they may very well be able to change the weather for the entire region, maybe making it cooler, maybe getting some precipitation, doing something to help life be just a little bit easier for the people in their area. And so that's going to be where we pick up now, which is kind of we're heading off to Bits and Bobs to kind of get geared up for this new excursion out to this Rise weather station. So before we do that, of course, are there any questions to the group? Anything that I left out that anybody wants to make sure that we mention, kind of remind folks of last time?
That Tully's dad, Ruben, and Peggy are spanking.
Hmm. Although Tully, based on his
Tully
roles, is
does not
completely
know
unaware.
this, but
Tully does
we
not
all know
know.
this.
I don't know
We
what you're
all
talking
above
about.
table
Right.
know this.
Right.
And it is probably the most important thing from last session.
No, Peggy is
Peggy is pegging. Oh
Peggy
boy.
is begging.
Yeah,
Oh my
pegging.
god.
What was that about behaving, John?
What?
Oh my goodness. What did Soup say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, what was that about behaving?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Jazzy. Anything else? Anything else that comes to mind, folks, before we go forward here?
Let's do it.
Okay.
There.
All right. Well, all of you head off to the Scraptic headquarters with your shopping acquisitions in tow. Pascal, Tully, or is he is he on treads? Is he on like walking legs? Is he on wheels? Like how does Pascal ambulate through the world?
He would be on legs. There's a specific robot I have in mind with the way that he looks.
Okay.
I probably should have showed you.
The one that
Oh, no,
transforms into tanks.
No, you're totally fine. Oh, cool transformer tank. That'd be sweet. But no, you're so good. So that's just good for me to kind of have in my mind. I'm just imagining again, like you said, he was 6 feet tall, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a picture in our Discord if you want to kind of take a look.
Okay.
I'll show it on my chat. If you guys want to like look on your individual streams, you can. But this is kind of like what I have in mind, I guess.
And that's going in maps and docs, I would guess.
I see him typing in maps and docs.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Oh!
If any of y'all played Chrono Trigger,
Yeah!
that's what I have in my
yeah.
head. Yeah, it's Robo.
He's like
Chrono Trigger.
Robo.
Gotcha.
I fucking, oh my god, now I'm even happier.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. Very steampunk robot. I love that.
Yeah. I feel like he kind of matches the vibe of the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Does he also do
he
like
said
a
that he
cool
had
like
a-
thumbs up after he beats up an enemy? Where he's like, yeah.
He's very So he's so Pascal is nonverbal. Like he's not gonna speak about like to anyone with anything but kind of like whirs and like little steam sounds and things like that. Not even like really is gonna like say whether he's happy about something or sad. He doesn't have any emotion behind him. He is literally just an automaton.
Got it.
But
Gotcha.
Tully doesn't know that. And Tully very much is like so proud. This is something that Tully's been working towards his entire career, is being able to create like a bot, because he, in his eyes, he thinks that like he can make more to help people around, like someone in his dad's case of like being disabled, like he can make more to help out around someone's home or things like that. So Tully very much thinks that like he could talk to Pascal, and Pascal talks to him, and so like that maybe a little bit of a foreshadowing of it, but yeah.
Okay. Got you. So we walk ourselves over to the Scraptic headquarters and in through the front doors this time, given how raucously we entered last time through Bits and Bob's secret side door. No need to come face to face with the knife gun again. And as you walk up to the window, you see the two of them. If you remember the last time you saw them, they were both like crying because of how good the scrap you brought them was. And they are both like eagerly sitting on the stools in front of their window, the service window, and they're like their fingers are on the counter and they're like little tippy taps, just like waiting for you, and they're like nodding as you walk up to the window, and they say, Oh wow. Okay, so you brought like a lot of good stuff last time, and it was pretty exciting. And we, if we're being honest, we really didn't 100% know exactly how to value this because it seems really, really good. So we're just gonna say, like, what sounds like a good number? 22. 22 punches this time. Okay, that's more than double your last amount. Is that good? I
Jesus
think it's good.
Christmas.
Each?
No, total. Always as a group. 22 punches total.
That sounds good to me.
Rich.
So here's all our stuff, and they kind of like wave at the workshop back behind them. So in the maps and documents Discord channel, I have Bits and Bob's Tech Shop. Some of you are already in there, I see, taking a look. This is where a lot of our community suggestions for new items have ended up. If you are a community item suggester and you don't see your item on this list, it's because it has been turned into one of QWERTY's items. And that's the reason why it's not on this list. Everything that everybody has submitted has been really good, and I haven't had to be like no on any of them. So nice suggestions, everybody. Keep them coming in because we're going to have lots more excursions to go on. So we're always going to need new items. But we've got our fairly standard group of stuff back up toward the top. And then all of the new items you'll see starting around like line, I think it's
Like line 22, it looks like, or line
I
21.
think 21, I think, is where the community ones begin. And again, you have 22 punches in total. Don't forget that you also have to get rations and a hovel, which is on that second tab. And I have the descriptions and punch costs for those as well. And I can remind you of what the benefits of those are. You don't have to spend any punches on rations and hovels, but there is a consequence for doing that. So just keep that in mind. But we've got 22 punches to spend as I get our preparation background music rolling here.
Well, I think I'm talking above table. Taxidermied squirrel sounds great. Essentially, to have a bag of holding for the duration of this particular journey. Probably be good to have one of those, since storage, it hasn't been an issue yet, but I mean, depending on what we bring back, it does give us more wiggle room.
Bits and Bobs say, now, just be clear, anything that you put in there won't necessarily count toward the scrap that you can turn in, because we really do have to have it in the containment capsules. But, I mean, it can hold, more or less anything else. Oh, by the way, that was made by this French guy, I think, Goblin de Panty. I'm not 100% sure.
Doesn't really change my opinion on it. I still think it's a good pickup.
Just so you know.
And also, the punch cost for delicious rations and the like adequate like tent and stuff, or the anchor float, is only 2 punches, so I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we just we take that off the top and just best rations, best hovel.
Yeah, agree.
Okay. So now on your random encounter roll, you'll get a +1. And on all of your survival checks when you are traveling, you will also get +1.
Nice.
And that's in addition to whatever your survival modifier currently is.
Okay.
Okay, so you have 18 punches left. I'll go ahead and make notes of what you're taking.
Can I have the dog, please? It's only 1 punch.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're taking the dog.
A ham torta for 1. Look at this. Upon eating this delicious ham torta, the user regains 3d8 plus 4 HP. Crazy.
That's a lot.
Right?
But it's single use, so you can't use it more than once, of course. But
But still,
that one use.
Yeah.
that can be helpful in a pinch.
It's also only
Obviously,
1
have
punch.
not done a shopping spree in D&D before. Do we know what the effect is?
What do you mean?
Like does our character know that the I don't know, like the dog is not helpful in combat, just a friend. Do we know that, like,
I mean,
any of that stuff?
I think that there's some sort of above the table, this is a magical fantasy world, kind of everybody be okay with it sort of a deal in this situation where, like, yeah, your character knows the score. They don't know that it's going to heal them for 3d8, but they might know that like this is a magically infused ham torta that's going to heal me, right? They might not know the mechanic, but they'll know that, like, the general effect of it, so to speak. General effect.
Okay. I wasn't sure, like, because I think that when we were pulling the items from Birdie.
Now yes, that's a totally different thing.
So that's okay. That's why I guess I was a little confused. And like when we're shopping, we know.
Yeah, the QWERTY thing is its own special thing where it's sort of a gambling situation where, like, you're buying a thing and you don't get details on purpose.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So I believe currently, if we buy the ham torta and the deployable dog, you would then have 16 punches remaining.
Oh man.
Some of these are really good.
Yeah.
Like I'm just so proud of the community for coming up with some of this stuff.
Yeah, this stuff's neat. I feel like the all-knowing medallion can come in handy.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, because if something happened, this is, I guess, like above table, whatever, but like if something happened where we got separated and two of us had it, then you could like read each other's thoughts.
There's only one.
There's only one coin.
So one of you's gonna get it, and whoever gets it is then giving it to someone else, and whoever receives it, or whoever gifts the medallion, could read the mind of whoever took it.
So still, I guess it still could work in the sense that you're like, hey, they're taking me. You're like, if we got captured, it's like, hey, they're taking me down this hall. I see this, I see that, and we would know. It's interesting. I feel like it could be interesting. I don't know. That one has me like stuck. I think.
No, I think it's a good. I would pick I would pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we doing that?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think it could be handy. I also think the squirrel. I think we kind of need to take that.
Yeah.
Because it's a squirrel. It'd be a little.
The squirrel that the fact that it's I think this heralds back to Baldur's Gate 3 if I'm understanding that correctly. Yeah. Yep. Timber of holding.
By the way, when they hand you the deployable dog, again, it's just a piece of paper with a cute dog drawn on it. Bits says, "Oh yeah, that's a really good one. That one was made by Tech Sage Wombat Phoenix. Really, really incredible artificer. They're like kind of." They're really specialized. It's pretty cool, but they're from like over near the last tier's really dangerous area. So just something to kind of spice things up for you, so to speak. When you grab the ham torta, Bob says, "Oh man, I was really hoping you were going to take that. It looks so good, but I mean, when the elite 510 mech chef extraordinaire makes something, it's it's going to be tasty."
Yum.
Same thing for the all-knowing medallion. As you take that, whoever ends up taking, we'll figure that out here in a moment. They say, "Oh, that's a good one. I heard the custodial bot Slick597 used to give that to people that they were trying to talk up and get snuggly with or something, and so they could read their thoughts or whatever. So pretty cool, kind of scandalous, but whatever."
So skeevy. Wow. I have a question about the deployable dog.
Okay.
Once you deploy it, does it just last? Like, is it just there all the time?
Yeah, until
until
something disrupts its hologram. Let's say, so not forever. I think with taking that and everything else so far, with the Timber of Holding as well, we are down to 7 punches, if I've done my math properly.
Okay. The other things that I'm kind of looking at are any of these little,
Yes.
like anything that kind of detects any danger,
Yeah.
kind of sticks out. So,
Like the Atmos threader.
yeah. So that one stuck out to me. Is that reusable?
The Atmos Threader is not. It will. It's like a one-time use, but it has like
okay.
it has a duration. I think last time we said that it would work for an hour because you took. I think you guys took that the last.
Yeah, we
time
did.
Too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that wouldn't be the worst
It was helpful last time.
idea. Mm-hmm. And then,
So if you were to take that, you'd have 5 punches remaining.
What about the null flare charge that disables all tech in a small area?
I was looking at that too.
We already
actually.
have that. Or oh no, because we have to return all our
Right,
stuff.
right.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the null flare charge and the scraptic jammer box?
So null flare charge disables all tech for 1 minute and a 10-minute disables all tech for 1 minute in a 10-foot sphere. The scraptic jammer box disrupts minor tech traps or signals. So it's signal based or it's trap based versus the null flare being everything.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what does signal based mean?
If something were transmitting like a tracker, for instance, and somebody had like a tracking device on you, you could turn that off. Or if there was like a laser trip wire or something, you could use that, and that would like deactivate the trip wire, kind of a thing.
Right.
I feel like we would get more, considering where we're going. I think the null flare charge might be better because it disables all tech. Even though it is
in a larger
small area.
Wouldn't that have like just put out Drill Daddy?
Ooh, yeah. Theoretically, would that have put out for a minute?
You have to get close enough to him because it's only a 10-foot sphere.
To be fair, you guys were on top of him.
That's true. We did get close to him.
It only lasts for 1 minute.
Only for 1 minute, but that's 10 rounds of combat.
In
So,
combat, that's a lot of time.
That's huge.
I say we take that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
And then
I'm
you
totally on
have
board.
1 punch remaining. So if you've got one thing,
punch. 1 punch. Should we get the water? Wait, what else is there?
Oh fuck, we don't have water.
I imagine it comes with our delicious rations. No,
Yeah.
water does not. Does water not come with the delicious rations? Is it not a ration?
it is, but this is more like emergency backup water in case something were to happen to your rations.
You saying it like that makes me think we should.
Yeah, it makes me a little nervous.
Well, for instance, in all truth, so last time your random encounter had you subtract 1. You had to give rations to the man wandering through the wilderness. Like you had to give him rations to get him to like give you your prophecies. So that's a thing. Like you can lower your rations by 1 quality level, so to speak. So if something bad happens to your rations, it can go up or down.
That's true. Okay. I mean, we got
But
1
I mean,
point.
there's
I don't
other-
really see anything else that would super stick out for 1 point.
Yeah. It's 1 point.
I had a question actually about the glow darts because
Okay.
it can mark objects of hazard with light. Do you have to throw the glow dart at the particular item that you're trying to see whether or not it's hazardous?
No.
Or does it just-
Marks
you just
objects.
throw it?
Marks objects or hazards with light.
Oh, or hazards. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you threw it in a general area, like what's the radius of like said light, or do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
does it have to be that particular thing?
I'm doing like a torch, so that's, I believe it's a 15-foot radius of bright light and then a 30-foot radius of dim light is what I, off the top of my head, I believe is what a torch is.
Thoughts? Although water does sound good.
I think I'm leaning towards water.
Okay.
Yeah, my vote's on water, I think.
Okay.
Soup, any strong feelings in any other direction?
Yeah, water.
Agua.
Love to stay hydrated.
Hydrate or dihydrate? For sure, for sure.
Hydrate or
We're in the
hydrate.
desert, we
Everyone
gotta
take
think
a
of our
sip of your
skin.
water.
Hydrate or die straight.
And you would never want to do that.
True.
Okay. So, and again, these items, other than the delicious rations and anchor float, which I will help remind you of, everything else is up to you guys to remember that you have taken that. Okay? So make sure that
Wait.
you're keeping track of all that stuff.
Can you list them out?
He highlighted them on the sheet, so I'm actually going to take some notes real quick.
But I will go in and I'll mark the rest of those too. Boop. Null Flare. And Atmos Threader. I believe that's everything. Really quick, can we decide who is taking the all-knowing medallion? I want to go ahead and establish who has that, because that will determine who gets to read somebody's mind when they receive it from that person.
I think Tully should take it.
Yeah,
Either
I'll take
Tully or Rain.
My only thing, my argument for me is that I also have the spell message. So if I can read someone's mind, I can talk back to them.
Good point.
And then
That
they
is
can
a good-
respond to me in their head.
Good fucking call.
Yeah.
Super smart.
Very smart,
Yeah.
Soup. Well done.
So.
Yeah, you take it.
Okay.
Oh, we took
That's
the
a much
squirrel
better
nut
idea.
bag?
Yeah, for sure. That's way better than what I was thinking with it.
Mango, what did you say?
We took the squirrel nut bag.
Yep.
You sure did. The Timber of Holding. Okay. We are going right on with our roll for our random encounter. So again, there's only a couple of options, a couple of things that you could roll that would cause this random encounter to happen on the way to your destination. Most of them happen on the way back, but we'll see. So you have a +1 from your delicious rations for this. However, because you gave up your rations, your adequate rations last time to the man wandering through the desert, I'm giving you a -1. So on this random encounter roll, you are taking a 0. So a +0 on this roll to balance that back out. Because we paid for those prophecies using those rations last time. If you hadn't taken delicious rations, you would get a -1 on this total. If you had taken poor rations, you would have a -2 on it total, which is never good. But you have a 0. You have just a basic roll this time. I believe Tully rolled the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm forgetting who rolled last time for a random encounter. I think it might have been Elson/Claire.
Potentially.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I
yeah.
don't remember. It
So-
was either. It wasn't me. That I know.
Okay. So I'm going to say either Soup or Mango. Which one of you would like to roll our random encounter roll?
Who feels like they have
Mango?
good girl dice? Me? Okay.
So
I
we've
was
got
like,
Go Mingo.
oh
got
wait,
our-
I have to roll the big one.
the
Do I roll the
giant
big
one.
The giant
Oh my
die.
God.
Hit R a whole bunch of times and flip that bad boy.
Wow.
No!
that's
I
real
wasn't
bad.
done hitting R.
A
Wow.
3. Okay, let me double check.
Ugh. I know, disappointment.
Okay, this one is not on the way there. So we are all good, at least for the time being.
I'm scared.
I know.
Well, thank God we didn't have a -1 to that.
Truly. Yeah.
True.
Could have been even worse.
Was it lower number worst thing?
It is.
Yeah,
it is
lower
a
number
it's a
worst.
true rating
Oh,
on
fuck.
those.
Okay, I thought that it was just, I thought they were just random. I was like, 3, whatever. All right, we'll see what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It'll be great and amazing.
So we are going on, and now we are going to plot our course to the weather station just south of Rise. Again, I know this is a lot of steps before we kind of get going, but you know, you guys are out here in the desert adventuring, and we got to kind of figure out where we're going and how we're going to get there. So we are plotting our course. This is a group investigation check. The DC is 12. We need 2 or more successes, and you get a +1 on this from Lorelia because she knows where you're going.
Nice. So we're all just rolling for investigation right now?
You are all rolling investigation. That's correct. Whatever your bonus for investigation is, and then a +1 on top of that.
I got a
I rolled
nat
a nat.
one.
7!
Tonight is not my night to be
Oof.
rolling.
Oh, we all rolled ass.
Okay, so with
No, I got a nat one. I rolled ass.
the bonuses, I got a 12.
Oh, never
Okay,
mind.
so you
Totally saved
got a
it.
12. Dupe,
I
what
got
did
a
you
12.
get? Okay, so we
12.
got it. We're okay. Because if you failed that roll, then you have to do extra survival rolls as you're traveling, and so because you succeeded, you have 1 fewer round of survival rolls to make, which is great.
Yay.
Just
Okay.
less chance to incur exhaustion as a result of that. So good job, everybody. Survival roll. So for our journey. So this time, this is our longest journey yet. It's the most treacherous journey yet as well. And so we are doing 3 rounds of rolls in total. Our DC is 10. Okay. And you are getting a +1 to this roll because you took your anchor float. So you get to rest and relax on the evenings and the mornings and during the hot of the day.
So this is survival?
So for this is survival, whatever your bonus to that is, and then plus an extra +1.
Okay.
And we're trying to beat a 10.
18.
18 also.
Incredible.
12.
Incredible.
15.
Incredible. Okay. So successful first round of rolls. Very nice. Going right on to round 2. We'll kind of illustrate this journey here in a moment, but we are rolling once more.
Still for survival?
Yep, still for survival.
10.
Still with a +1 bonus?
Whatever your other bonus is.
19.
11. Or 12, I guess. Shh, Soup, it's okay.
Wait, 12. Didn't you roll oh yeah, okay. I saw an 18. I was like, what are you talking about? Okay. Sorry. Let me double check numbers there. Claire, what did you get on that second roll?
10.
Okay, so we got that success. Tully, what'd you get?
19.
Okay, cool. We're all set then. Great. And then we had a 12 from Airy and unfortunately a natural 1 from Rain. But again, those rolls, those nat ones on these rolls, not a big deal if the rest of the group succeeds. So
Yeah,
we're
getting the nat ones out of the way in the most harmless way
That's
possible.
right, get them out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, final roll here for survival one last time.
I wish Tabletop Sim had like a wah wah wah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
No.
when you're rolling that one. Yeah.
You were rolling that
Yeah.
one.
That's a 12 for
12
me.
again.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. That is yes. 15.
That's me.
Okay, all right. Very
16.
nice. We are succeeding more or less across the board. What did Elson get on that?
12.
Well, okay, yeah, great. Excellent rolls, everybody. We are successfully traveling. So what this means, once again, just as a reminder, is that as you are going from Draketh to your destination, you're not getting, like, sidetracked by hazards. You're not losing your way. You are, like, keeping on course, and you're getting there efficiently. You're taking good care of your bodies. Rain is using her scale coverage lotion stuff that she has to protect her albino dragon scales. It's all going really well. I'll say that on like day 2 of the journey, because this journey kind of takes a while, because it's quite a distance. Even though it looks close, it is kind of far away. Um, on day 2, our proverbial camera kind of like zooms into the group as you're walking through the desert. Um, let's say that it's beginning to get on toward dusk. It's like prime travel time in the desert, where there's still a little warmth off the sand, but it's beginning to darken and starting to get kind of cool out. And our camera kind of zooms in here on Elson and Rain. They've just found themselves walking next to each other through the sands, and I'm just curious, because you've been traveling together so much up until now. What do we hear Rain and Elson talking about? Neither one of you, if you want to jump in and kind of ask a question of the other, that'd be great. Or if you just want to talk about maybe what you've been chatting about, that's great too.
Excuse me. I think Elson, at this point, is still a little rattled is not the right word, but unsettled by the conversation with his brother, and so he's feeling kind of conflicted. Like, he understands the importance of what it is that they're doing and why they're doing it, but can't help but feel like, I really should be following this lead from my brother, like, in a sense of guilt about kind of considering that more important than what they're doing as a group. So he's probably distracted, while not necessarily being rude. So I wouldn't say at this point that, like, he's not talking, but it's more of a situation where, like, he requires a nudge, like, so what did you do today, Elson, or something like that. Like, he's not being, like, voluntary with his conversation as he normally would be.
Gotcha.
So, like, I'd be role playing. That's kind of how I want to role play it.
So, Rain, does that, like, for you, does that sort of cause Rain to maybe, like, pry a little bit, kind of a thing?
I think so, because I think Rain's naturally very curious, and Elson and his background has kind of been a mystery, because he's the only one that's not from
Draketh proper,
like the Avved proper. So she's a little bit curious, maybe. I think she would maybe, if they're walking along, be like, "So, Elson, what did you get up to in your night away before we went off on this adventure?"
Elson is a little surprised by the question, I think. Well, I've been staying at the... have you been to the Temple of Lathander before in Draketh? Assuming not.
No, I just moved to Draketh, actually.
Oh, so have I guess. No, I've been staying there, and so I met with the priest. Nothing very interesting, prayed a little bit, which I don't think you're a particularly religious sort, so forgive me. I try not to preach. It's just, I'm it settles me, I suppose, with the nature of things, which I guess not everyone agrees with, I guess.
No, I understand.
You're not from Draketh,
I don't think...
you said?
No. Wait, I need to look at this map. 1 second. No. I actually come from Fulgros, and although I'm not particularly religious, I am familiar with spirits and guardians. I actually am pretty dedicated to one over in Fulgros.
Are you? Well,
yeah. Not to get too much into my own, but...
Well, forgive me for asking, but is anyone else in your family, is anyone else And he's trying to figure out a way to like phrase the question to not like seem rude, but he's like, you know, curious and trying to keep on the conversation. And, you know, is anyone else of your particular shade of scales?
No, I'm the only one in my family, actually. It's a big family, and I'm the only one like me, and it gets a little bit lonely, but, you know, I figured my way out in life, I think.
I come from a big family, too. 19 brothers and sisters. My father was very busy. Well, for what it's worth, I've always felt that our uniqueness often lends itself to be our greatest strength.
Absolutely. You know, if I wasn't the way I am, I don't think I'd have nearly the magical prowess I do now. So I'm glad I'm different.
I'm glad you're different too. And I think that we can expect to see some pretty awesome things from you being different. Maybe all of us. We're all a little bit different now, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, we've learned so much about the way our world works. I don't think we'll ever be the same, but maybe it's for the better, and maybe we can actually help Avved and the people on it.
Can I ask your advice?
I don't know if I'd be much help, but sure.
We've learned a lot. We're about to essentially play God for Avved. If you had to choose between your family and doing what's right for everyone, what would you choose?
That's so tough. I'm so close with my family. Well, some of my family, but I don't know. But now I've been doing the skeptic thing and kind of seeing the world, and I feel like I'd want to do what's right for everyone. I don't know.
Sometimes I wish doing the right thing felt as obvious as breathing sometimes, you know?
Yeah, but then life wouldn't be very interesting, would it?
No, I guess not.
Eh,
No, go ahead. Go ahead, DM.
I was gonna lift our camera kind of out of that moment. I felt like that was a good stopping point. I apologize.
Yeah.
We swing over to Tully and Tully and Ari, excuse me. You're perhaps a few, dozen steps ahead of Elson and Rain as they're having their conversation. And again, much the same way, you've been traveling together so much, you begin to get to know each other. And I'm curious to hear what, maybe what Tully and what Ari have been talking about.
Tully. Where did you get your new friend?
Oh, Pascal?
Oh, that's his name, Pascal. Yes. Where did you
Yes.
get him? How can I get one? I've been wanting a buddy forever.
Oh, I built him.
You built him?
Yeah, that's sort of what artificers do. We gotta learn how to build robots and things to help out with tasks. This is what my father did, and as he's gotten older, he's sort of lost his finesse with his tools. So
But not with his physicality. Ow, wow,
Ayo!
With most
Tully
of his
doesn't know.
tools. He was never really able to teach me proper how to craft the automatons, but sort of picked up some of the skills with our last couple excursions. I was able to build Pascal here. Isn't that right,
is
Pascal?
so cool.
He's little mouthy sometimes, but he means well.
That is so amazing. So you can build just robots to do anything and be little buddies.
Yes, for the most part. I suppose you haven't been over to our home to see EJ. He's another little robot that I have that helps remind my father when it's time to eat his oatmeal.
Oh, that's awesome. He needs reminding to eat now. So did you mentioned that he kind of lost his finesse before you were completely fully trained? And you learned more kind of during the adventures?
Yeah, so he's he doesn't need reminding to eat the oatmeal. It's more of a harassment that is necessary for him to eat it without arguing. But he's just going on excursions as long as he did. You know, he was also a scraptic. He's just old. His hands don't really quite work the way that they used to in terms of crafting things, and maybe his ability to handle his tool. We don't know if they're as precise, at least from what I know, but I've heard around the shop that some people say that his tool is still he's able to use it quite well. In terms of us crafting things together, he tried to build. He helped me build Pascal a little bit and wasn't really able to swing a hammer, so I don't know how much pounding he really does.
I literally just spit. I just spit all over my keyboard.
I need a second. Oh, Wilds' face though with his whole.
Hey, you know what, DM? You
Metal
did
work.
this.
Metal
You
work.
did this,
Metal work. What are
DM.
we talking about?
You got no one to blame but yourself.
You started that arc.
You did.
I forget also, do we know?
And Ruben's gonna finish it.
Do we know in the party anything about Tully's mom?
Tully doesn't
I
know
forget.
anything about Tully's mom, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't either. But
you don't know that I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think he's really talked about it now.
So you live with your dad, and you have a bot that goes and force feeds him oatmeal, which, nutritious, delicious, kind of, depending on the toppings that you put on there, I'm assuming.
Necessary, I guess.
What about your mom? What does your mom do?
I don't know. As far as I have been told, she I haven't been told much, honestly.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
With my dad, I just focus on good things with him, and so we don't ever talk about anything bad. My father is very cheery, and whenever we bring up anything that may have a negative conversation, he changes the subject very quickly.
Gotcha. He sounds
What about
like a
you?
good man.
Your father is a legend in Draketh.
Yeah,
Running
he is.
shops, and I mean, most, if not every scraptic knows who he is.
I mean, he can be a little overbearing at times. He's a bit overprotective. he's not very happy that I am a skeptic. And the night that we got to spend like back home, I don't lie to my parents, so they asked what happened because we were gone for so long, and I casually let them know that we were kidnapped and, held hostage and things like that. So,
Oh.
I guess it's a good thing that I didn't get to say goodbye to them before we went off on this journey, because I have a feeling they probably would have tried to tie me down to a chair or something.
I'm sure that's hard. Growing up, I always kind of, especially in Draketh, I feel that a lot of us take on our families, walk in our families' footsteps. I did, so I'm sure that was something he was expecting and is struggling with that.
Yeah, they don't understand why I want to go off on adventures and be a skeptic, and I just want to do my part and help them. Even though I know they don't really need so much help, I would just like it so that they can, kind of retire and take it easy and contribute to the family business in some way, shape, or form. They don't seem to understand that, though. And I'm okay. I'm in one piece. Granted, I had a hole in my shoulder one time and then another injury this last time. So, but I'm alive.
Maybe we could we could all go and meet your family and hopefully ease their concerns a little bit, that you're with us and we're helping out.
That would be so much fun, and have you guys all over for dinner and we can prepare like a glorious feast for everybody to eat. And then maybe you guys can spend the night, and that would be even more fun.
Ari
Yes.
goes into a huge explanation about all of the wonderful plans that they could engage in at her house and with her family. Our camera kind of zooms back out, and we continue on that journey toward Rise. This journey, it feels different in some ways. You feel the weight kind of everything that you've learned sitting on your shoulders, and the burden to change things, right? For the people who you love, just like is ever present in your minds. If the journey to the Hex was mostly smooth with a few notable differences, and the trip to the Great North Cave saw your trek accompanied the entire way by those mountains to the north, this excursion's only signpost is the massive, towering shape of Rise on the horizon. Layers upon layers of rocks stacked on each other, their coloring shifting from red to yellow to purple to orange in a mosaic that only nature could possibly imagine. It sits ahead of you, growing from a speck to a more indomitable presence with every step until its reaches of stone, hundreds of feet tall, sheer cliffs crowned by the dwellings built into the upper limits of it by the Kenku, Tabaxi, and Gnome inhabitants is finally right in front of you. You see the walkways that spider between their cliff-hung homes and shops from all the way from the ground, but apart from the occasional flash of a feather or a fluffed tail, you don't see anyone up there. As you turn south, you see the western stretch of Dustblown, rows upon rows of run-down, ruined buildings that stretch east and west as far as your eye can see, and still then further on. As you turn toward those rows of buildings, Lorelia says, if you don't mind, could I take a look at the sheath?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you need it for?
Well, now that we're close to, I believe, where the weather station is supposed to be, I'd like to sort of pull the map up and plot a route straight to wherever it's hidden.
Okay, here you go.
She takes it from your hand and stands right next to you. She doesn't want, you to get like the wrong idea or something. And she, flips her thumb across that crystal and it, blinks to light. And after a few clicks and presses in different spots, that big holographic map kind of spills out in blue dots all over in front of you. And you see the map kind of descend downward and inward, sort of zooming in almost. And you see the abandoned buildings to your south, stretching east and west of Dustblown, and that green triangle, right? That she had said was the indicator for the weather station is just a little ways further in. And as she kind of zooms in further on the map, you see that it's apparently inside one of those old abandoned buildings. She closes it down after showing you all kind of where that location is, and then hands the sheath right back to you, Rain. Do you, are we okay to kind of go forward? Is there anything anybody wants to talk about before we sort of get moving?
How far out were we from these buildings?
You're, very close to like the first row of buildings, but to where the weather station is, there's probably still a few, like 100 yards or so away.
How are we feeling, team? Is anyone need to stop for anything? Are we feeling okay with moving in there?
Do we know how or why these places were abandoned?
Oh, you are welcome to make a history check, but I'm going to put the DC as being very, very high for that.
Okay. If you don't mind, I would love to make a history check.
Absolutely. I'm
I'll
going to
do
say
that too.
I'm going to say you've got to beat a 19.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Okay. Okay, good start. Nat 1. Cool.
Oh, an 18. Oh, that sucks.
And you don't have a bonus?
No,
You
I
don't
don't have
have
a
a
bonus. No, I don't have a bonus.
Oh,
to history.
no.
I'm a +0 to history.
Dang it.
I know.
You know, everybody rolled. Hold on, just for shits and gigs.
I had a +4 to it
Nope.
too, but
Nothing.
Sucks.
Me too.
So what I'll tell you is that the best knowledge that you have is that these old buildings have been this way for hundreds, if not perhaps thousands of years.
Okay.
They have been abandoned and derelict for centuries.
Okay, so we know that we know at least it's been this way for a while, that like there isn't some emergent threat that would make it sus that this is abandoned.
No.
Okay.
It's been this way for a long time.
Got it. Okay, that was my only question then.
Okay. As you begin to sort of make your way into Dustblown, you see that these buildings are again facing toward the south. On the far distance, you can see the other row of buildings, like the other layer of them, like way across to the south facing northward. So it's these two huge kind of lines of buildings sort of facing toward each other, and in the middle of them is this huge flat expanse of hard clay-like dirt that is of course also sand mixed, but it's not entirely just that. Old soil longing for a rain that never comes. As you slip between these buildings, you can't help but notice just how quiet it is here. The desert's a quiet place, of course, but there's something eerie about being somewhere made for people that's devoid of people. Lorelia hints upward and says, entrance is just ahead. looked on the map like it's below the surface, so maybe in a basement of one of the buildings. As you round around one of the buildings, you come across what looks to be perhaps a plaza of some kind. Of course, now long abandoned. Um, but there's an area that's sort of open in the middle of some buildings on either side. A few old stone-made towers that still reach upward toward the sky out of the sands that have crowded around their bases. And I need everybody to make a perception check.
Oh dear.
Everybody,
Yay.
Yeah.
rock your body.
Dice, you're a very good girl.
Mine are not.
Natural
Oh.
20.
Wow, that's where you're
The
not.
dice is a very good girl.
Very
I got
good girl.
9.
I got a 18.
14.
14, 18, nat 20, and a 9. Okay, so here's what I will tell you for the three of you that succeeded. Sorry, Ari, you didn't succeed on this one. Up ahead of you, you see the three of you. There's just like a flash, very briefly, of like some kind of like purple fabric that then slips behind a building.
Surely I could sense something more from that on a nat 20.
From the nat 20, I will say that there are some, the wind is low right now. And I'll say that you can see that there are some footprints, some tracks, kind of in this area.
From the tracks, can I deduce like what kind of creature left the tracks?
I mean, it's a humanoid. I'll give you that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can tell it's someone or something walking on 2 feet.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You hear a voice call out to you just as the wind actually begins to pick up a bit.
To all of us or
Well,
just to Allison?
Oh, to all of you. You can all hear this
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
Well, look at what we have here. A bunch of scraptics out on assignment. Another voice from above on top of one of those buildings near you. Walking right into our turf. It's downright rude, it is. A third voice. But don't worry, little searchers. Your fee to get on with your days easily counted all of your gear or your lives, says that final voice as it steps out from in front of the tower just in front of you as I reveal our map.
Map
Oh,
reveal.
The map reveal. The map reveal.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. It's
Wow.
giving.
So
No.
our party can be somewhere within roughly this square, or this rectangle, I should say. I'm putting arrows down for where I need you to pick a spot kind of within that perimeter.
How do we rotate them again? It's never mind. It's a scrolly.
Yeah.
Ignore me. I'm
Or E and Q on your keyboard once you've grabbed it.
Okay.
Yes, giant Pascal.
I'm going to move him just a little
Hey.
to be on a square. So yeah, you hear this voice. This lizard folk artificer has stepped out from behind this tower up on this little little miniature dune of sand in front of you, and basically just told you to drop all your stuff and all your clothes, and if you do, he and his buddies will let you live. Oh, I need to move a few of them. Sorry.
Just totally recognize him.
Make a history check.
No, he does
8.
not.
8, you said?
8.
No, just doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Okay.
So yeah, that this person has just said, "Give me all your stuff and I'll let you live." What do you guys do?
Elson's going to immediately cast Hunter's Mark on the guy on the rock, and pull out his axe.
Oh, no talking. We're just right into
Yeah,
it.
does anybody have a high persuasion at all?
It would be me,
Nobody's
but Elson's pissed. He's not. He's like I'm role playing him as he's going through it right now, and he's not having it. So he just role plays him. He casts Hunter's Mark, pulls out his sword, and says no.
Anybody else?
I'm not gonna argue with the big lion.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna see Elson do all this and go, well, I guess you know the answer. And pull out my long and short sword.
Whoa, 2 swords.
Hey.
Double the swords, double the flavor. Okay, before our battle begins, I do in fact need everyone to make a nature check.
Before we do the nature check,
Yep.
if you haven't been here before, or if you're in chat and you're watching for the first time, Wilds made this.
Mhm.
So I saw
Yes.
some pretty cools in Wilds. This is cool in chats, but like just so y'all know,
Yeah,
like this is
let us
Wilds
comment.
put a lot of work into how neat this looks. So thanks, DM.
Yes,
So
good
awesome.
Yeah.
call
You're
out.
welcome. Don't worry, I have a surprise for you here in a bit. Yeah, to go ahead and make those. Thank you so much. Make those nature checks.
11.
If you would please. The DC is 14.
Ooh, well, 11.
7.
7?
7?
This is a nature check.
Yep.
Nature check. That's correct.
16.
Don't tell me.
16?
There's like quicksand
Oh no,
or
we've
something.
lost Soup.
Soup!
Oh no. She is on
Oh, beans.
Wi-Fi.
That's true.
Yeah, that might be why.
Actually, she's still in. Oh, I'm like, she's still in stream together. Her
Yeah, I
camera
think
is
we
showing.
lost her from there now too.
Oh no, the
Um,
timing.
So you know what? Actually, we could maybe I'll do a little description kind of a deal, and then maybe we could take like a quick bio break while she gets reconnected.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Does that
Yeah,
sound
that's a good
good?
idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with that success from, I believe it was Tully, if that's, am I
Yeah,
remembering
it
that
was
right from
Tully.
just now?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Tully, with that success on our DC 14 nature check, you, in your feet, in your boots on the sand, you feel the sand beneath your feet begin to quaver. A soft rush slashes past your ankles, a chevron of sand, and then the rumble stops. You know that this is a sand shark.
Oh.
Like
You
the movie?
watch as it's nothing that you've seen current, like you might have seen a sand shark before, but this is the telltale sign of a sand shark. That chevron kind of like arrow of sand that it creates as it passes underneath the ground beneath your feet. And this has just slashed kind of past your ankles, Tully. And you watch as this chevron slides around the rock that's Artificer is on and back toward this half-elf archer back behind him as a sand shark slides past him,
Oh my God.
bursting from the sand and snapping this half-elf archer in half.
Oh.
Bye, buddy.
They
you find your
are
dad.
they are fearsome to look like. Their noses are pointed with like a filter that presses the sand out of their way as this thing like just bursts up from the ground beneath their feet and, like I said, bifurcates this guy, just bites him in two. And then you watch as the sand shark briefly lands on the surface of the sand, looks around, and then dives back beneath the sand. And as we now begin our combat. Once Soup is back, I believe, we're going to take a brief bio break. Let's say 5 minutes, everybody, to kind of get everything situated. And then we are going to roll for initiative.
Let's go.
I need initiative rolls from the group, please.
I finally get to put my +5 into effect.
That's
I
right.
have no bonus
Wait,
on
initiative?
Yep.
21.
I have a
Oh, what the heck?
Dang, girl.
15.
I gotta. What?
Ari had a 15, you said?
Yes, sir.
Wait,
Okay.
is Odin speaking?
Yeah, Odin, if you were talking, I think you are deafened or muted, my friend.
I'm just deafened the whole time.
10.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. And what did Rain get?
Wait, it's. Do we get a bonus? A plus one?
It should be on your character sheet, kind of in the middle, top middle.
Okay. Then I got a 11.
And 11, got it.
Do I need to roll for Pascal?
No, Pascal's always immediately after you. Remember that you have to give up your bonus action on your turn for him to be able to do anything other than dodge on his.
Does that include move?
No, he can also move. Yes.
Okay, so I can move him away, but he can't attack unless I give up my bonus action.
Correct.
Okay.
We got some special field defender stuff for him to take into consideration. Okay. Oh, and I need to roll for Lorelia.
Master DM, sir. Sorry, no. Daddy DM, sir.
I was
have
more okay with
seemed
the other one.
to have moved one of my sheets and cannot move it back, and it is
Oh, no.
covering one of my thingies. Thank you.
Yep. So weird that it does that, like where it'll like freeze it. Okay, so our order, to no one's surprise with that huge bonus they have, Elson will be going first, followed by Aerie, followed
Yes.
by our enemy rangers, followed by the enemy archers, followed by Rain, followed by Lorelia, and Tully/Pascal, who are all moving on the same turn, followed by the enemy cannon launchers, and then finally followed by the Sand Shark.
Cannon launchers.
Yep, you might want to take a look at this full combat field that we have. There are ladders and little ramps and
Jesus
stairwells
Christ,
and things
Wilds,
like that.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is-
So when we are utilizing like a ladder, I'm gonna say that is gonna take like 10 feet of movement speed to get up the ladder onto the next level.
Okay.
So just kind of keep that in mind for when you're having people move around. Okay. But we're just gonna jump right in. Elson, take us away with your first turn.
Yeah. Question. So this like rock thing in front of us with the lizard folk artificer on the top.
Yep.
How high is this rock face thing? Is this something like just because like based on what I'm looking at, it doesn't look very high, but I may be like misunderstanding.
No, you're good. I'd say it's like a rounded 4 feet tall.
Okay, so this is something that Elson could traverse to get to this lizard folk. Is essentially what I'm asking.
100%.
Okay, he's going to charge in, and start.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
You were in the rock.
And he is essentially he's going to, if you will allow me, just for cool points, he's going to grab him by his shirt and pull him in. And I'm going to start with my bonus action, use Daunting Roar and just roar right in his face.
Okay.
And that roar is essentially going to be, he's essentially saying, "You want it? Try and take it!" And just roar right in his face. And then I'm going to, so he needs to make, I believe it's a wisdom save it. Let me double check. Yeah, a wisdom
Elson's
saving throw.
angry.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Uh,
As a bonus act, but creatures of your choice within 10 feet that can hear you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of DC 12 or become frightened of you until the end of their next turn. So he needs to make a
Got
DC
it.
12 wisdom save.
I'll be honest with you, he's not wise. So here we go. Rolling. And he got it's an 11 minus 1, so he's a 10.
Let's go. Okay, so he is frightened of me until the end of his next turn.
Absolutely.
And with that, Elson is going to take a big old swing at him.
Absolutely. You might notice a group of heroes that the battlefield seems a bit dusty because the wind is kicked up and there's some sand in the air, so everyone has a -1 on their attack roll.
Womp womp.
Ah,
Unless
Womp, 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 womp.
they are in melee.
Would Elson be considered in melee range?
Oh, of course, yeah. You're dealing damage with a greatsword. You are 100% melee, my friend.
Okay. Let's see here. I already forgot what my attack roll is. I think it's +4? Yeah, it's +4.
Elson swing into big sword.
So that is a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, so that is going to be 2d6 plus 2 slashing. I'm just trying to decide if I want to throw a smite on that for flavor.
smite him.
Just
Smite him.
I mean, I'm just
Smite him to hell.
I'm trying to like be mindful of my smites because of spell slots. Because I don't want to use every because
True that.
we're probably gonna need it for the
Maybe need it for the shark.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna save that for Shark Man. So just a 19, so it's 2d6 plus 2. How do I clear off the? Oh, never mind. So 2d6. So that is going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yeah, you grab him, you roar in his stupid bandit face, and he immediately pisses himself. That's the first thing. And after you release him by his shirt, he kind of falls backwards, and you just like that sword down across his chest, big gash right across the middle of his torso. And now he's covered in both blood and lizard piss. Liz piss, as you might call it.
I love when the dice believe in my vision. Thank you, dice, for believing in this vision. Let's go.
Is Elson moving any further?
No, he's gonna stay. He's gonna stay right there.
Okay, we are going on then to our enemy rangers. They are both up on kind of these buildings over here, and they are both going to fire arrows. One of them is going to shoot at Tully, the other one is going to shoot at Pascal.
Not Pascal.
Wow.
They are getting a -1 to their attack roll off of their bonuses to hit, but they do have a +3 to hit, so it's just a +2. And they got 17s to hit.
Ooh.
It's just my armor class, right?
Yep, and then Pascal has a different armor class, though.
Oh.
He has 15, so that will hit for him.
Mine is still showing 15, but I feel like we swapped my armor.
Yeah, I thought you did as well.
Yeah, did it not update?
It might not have. If you didn't add it to it and equip it.
Oh, I don't think I equipped it.
So, and I think it only went up by a point, though, because I think you only got the next step up, so I think it'd be 16.
Okay. I'll change that with you afterwards. So 16, so
sure.
16 still hits.
Yeah. Okay, so they are dealing 1d6 plus 2 damage to both of you guys. They're dealing max damage. They're both dealing 8 damage
Oof.
to both you and Pascal. And your artificer level is 4. So and what's your intelligence modifier? Just so I can double check Pascal's HP.
Intelligence is +2.
Okay, so he has 24 hit points total, and he just took 8, so he's at 16. And I'm gonna help keep track of that as well, so that it doesn't get lost. After they have shot their arrows,
Okay, cool.
one of them is going to kind of run down this little plank and is going to hang out just on top of this little dome dude. And this guy is going to he's going to just, I think he'll move up down to the top of that dome, and that'll be good for him. Okay, cool.
Daddy
Going-
DM, sir. I'm so sorry. Can we do just a very quick retcon? I just completely forgot I had cast Hunter's Mark on that
true.
other lizard, so I get an additional 1d6 of damage on the. Do you mind if I just roll that really quick?
I don't mind at all. Go right ahead.
So sorry.
That is a
Sorry.
so sorry.
So sorry for the extra damage
Sorry.
for this butthole right in front of me.
So that's 3 extra slashing damage.
Okay, so 11 in total.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We are going right along to the enemy archers this time. They are somewhat differently positioned because there's only one of them left because the other one got eaten like a dingus. So he is going to, against all logic, climb down the ladder. And then he is going to run. Maybe he just feels really affectionate toward his friend. 5, 10, 15, 20 toward where his friend used to be. There's some blood on some of the sand that's still there, and he's going to shoot an arrow at Elson. Again, he only has a plus. Actually, he has a +2. So he has a -1 off of that, so he only has a +1 to hit. And he's rolling to hit Elson. He got a 7 total.
That is a miss, fam.
It's a big miss. You see him like kind of looking around and like yelling for his friend who no longer exists in the plane of existence where we are.
For cool factor, like with that arrow that comes in, Elson just swats it away. He sees it coming
for
and just
sure.
swats.
Absolutely. Rain, we are on to you.
Yes. Okay, wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
At what point was my turn? I'm sorry.
Ari, you are...
Before me, no?
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be after.
Oh, you
Elson,
are!
but I lost track.
Oh, you are.
but-
I'm so sorry. I skipped right
okay.
over you. Let's retcon and go to Ari, please.
I have a question also. Like, is nobody rattled by the fact that the sand shark just kind of jumped out and ate a person? Like, nobody on the opposing team?
I mean, one guy just ran over in the middle of the desert and is like trying to figure out what the heck's going on and is also apparently terrified. So kinda.
Did it happen so fast that nobody saw the sand shark?
Maybe. I mean, it did happen quite quickly.
We know Tully saw it.
So we know
Yes.
Tully knows it's a sand shark.
Oh,
but we
all
don't
of-
know it's a sand.
Oh no, all of you saw, the 4 of you and Lurelia all saw exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But the rest of the group, the enemies might have been looking at you and not paying attention. And that happened so quickly that maybe they didn't see what was going on.
Okay. I'm gonna move up on this rock that I assume is kind of safe from the sand shark and attack this dude that Elson's been pummeling
Oh, for sure.
as I fall drunkenly into the rock.
That'll happen.
So I'm just going to use my long sword and then my short sword. And I
Okay.
forget because it's been so long since I've used both. Do I have to roll a d20 for both to see if they hit?
Yes.
Okay. Do I do both now?
You can. Just tell me which one you want to be... let's do it one at a time, actually. That'll be easier. So, longsword
Okay.
first.
Longsword first. Is a 17. And then short sword.
You should have a bonus to that as well, a plus to hit.
I that would be what? +4.
Okay, so a 21, which is
A
great.
21.
All right,
and
and then rolling
then-
for short sword.
Rolling for short sword is also a 21.
Oh my goodness!
Let's
Incredible.
go.
All right,
Nice.
rolling big damage.
So it's 1d8 plus 2 slashing. Actually, is that for both? No, the other one is 1d6. Okay, so for longsword,
And you can roll these together if you want, since you got both to hit. D8
so
and a
roll
D6.
the d8 and the d6. Okay.
Yep.
So the d6 looks really boring.
I
compared
know,
to the
it's
others.
after all the other cool RPG dice,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Good shit, Mango.
The total of 13.
Nice.
And you have extra.
Oh, wait.
Damn.
Plus
Yeah.
2 slashing, so 13 plus 4. 17.
17. Tell me what this kill on this artificer looks like.
Jesus
At the front
Christ.
door, I killed
Let's fucking go, Mango.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be smirking while I do this because of Elson and like his rage. And I'm going to pull out my longsword was already out, but I'm just going to take it back and swing it right across his chest. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to do a very graceful spin and slash him again with my short sword.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You just see like a spray, and this lizard folk goes and falls down, dead at your feet.
In
on
his
the rock
own
in front
piss.
of you. In his own
In his own
piss.
piss. Bye.
Died like he lived, you know? For sure.
That was the first time I've ever actually killed anything.
That was
That's
great.
kinda cool.
Congratulations.
Good kill, Mango.
Yay.
Scott, can you
And
hear
then I'm
them
gonna
now?
stop right there.
Stopping right there. Okay. Skipping to Rain. So sorry, Rain, from earlier, but it is your turn.
No, I think it's sorry, I'm just addressing Jazz and Scott, but it was on my stream, but I think they can hear you now because when I crashed, my Discord sound wasn't coming through.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm
Hi,
good now.
everybody.
Anyway, yes. Question, I always forget. Mage armor does that count as a turn?
That is a bonus action, so you can cast that and also another spell on the same turn.
Awesome. So I'm gonna be very scared of everyone. Also, for some reason on my D&D Beyond site, it says that my max HP is 18, but we changed it to 24. So I don't know why it's not reflecting the changes we made.
That is weird.
But I'll just keep my HP in my brain. No, I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget.
I got you, and it's on your character sheet on Tabletop Sim as well.
Yeah, but like if I take damage, I need to write it down so I remember.
I got you.
Anyway, okay, yes. I am going to cast Mage Armor as my bonus action first. So now my AC is 15.
I believe it's 15. Yep.
Yes, AC 15. And then for my turn, I am going to cast Mirror Image. So
Okay.
I will have 3 duplicates. I'm going to mark them here. And then each time, I'll do the rolling if I get hit.
Absolutely. So, for
And-
those of you who are new to D&D, when Rain casts Mirror Image, there are like 3 copies of Rain that appear. They are all like totally identical to Rain. Like you would not be able to tell which one she is, kind of being the point of that. And when someone tries to attack her, she gets kind of like 3 like saves to not have to take damage because they are going to damage the mirror images of her instead if she rolls well when they attack her. So it's a cool kind of like extra buffer spell for a sorcerer like Rain.
Good shit.
Yes. And then I'm going to be very concerned about the sand shark coming back. So Rain
Smart.
is just going to 1, 2, it's 3, 4,
roughly.
5, right?
Yeah.
Stay behind, Daddy Lion.
Yes, but making my way downtown.
Walking
Make
fast.
my way downtown.
Faces past, even.
No, down
And we're
over
homebound.
on top of a building, maybe. Anyway, yes, and I rest my case.
Amazing. Okay,
That's
so
my face.
what level spell is that? Is that mirror image, by the way?
That is a level 2.
Level 2. Amazing. Could you please roll a d20 for me and let me know
Wow.
if you get a natural 1?
Fuck!
Great. Yes, of course.
Just to see if you wild magic surge, of course. Oh no,
19.
19. Very good.
Does anything good
So
happen
no-
if she gets a nat 20? I'm just curious.
No,
It's only if it's a nat
unfortunately.
1.
Only if it's a nat
I'm
1.
safe.
Okay, we're going right along to Tully and Pascal.
Okay. Our movement is kind of butt, so. Oh no, my movement is butt. Pascal's is really good, actually.
Yeah, he has 40.
Pascal's a
Oh,
40.
wow.
I'm a
Yeah.
25.
Dang, he's higher than mine.
Yeah, Pascal's fast.
Each square is 5, right?
You got it. And of course, if you want to dash, you can dash to get double distance.
Go very far.
So from where Pascal has his attack has reach of 5 as well. So could he get to the yellow bazooka?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He could get to here, but no, he would not be within melee range.
Okay.
Because reach of 5 feet means that it's just in the squares immediately around you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And then you said the ladders are taking 10 feet of speed?
correct.
Okay. Well then I think Tully will move towards the rock with his friends.
Okay.
Maybe there. And
Sorry about the weird collision on the rock, everybody, and you're all sinking into it.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
okay.
no.
Oh, no.
I would have laughed so hard if Tully
If-
just disappeared.
if it went
into
over
the
his
rock.
head.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think it depends on where I drop him in the
yeah.
No.
on the thing. How deep is the sand? Because Tully might not be visible. Come on. He's really
Oh,
tall
that
for-
is
for his race.
I do love that Jazzy called him a short bitch, though.
Oh, man.
I was calling him a short king, and Chaz like, nah, short bitch.
Amazing.
And then Tully will take aim at the archer that is up on the building.
This guy? Okay.
Yeah, and shoot him in the face with a gun.
Gotcha. You're casting
I'm
gun.
going
I love
to
that.
kill you with a gun.
I cast
I'm
gun.
going to cast gun.
So this is one of our rangers. Okay, go ahead. I will let you know if you hit.
That's my short bitch.
One short bitch in
Oof.
the Emerald City.
So I have a -1 because of the sand, right?
But if you have a bonus to hit normally, then you just -1 off of that.
I got a 6.
Okay, does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, you take aim and just some sand gets in your eye very briefly, and you just shoot right past it. Unfortunately,
Does the bullet at least kind of scare him? Maybe he goes, "Oh."
yeah, absolutely.
Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
he's
Tired
holding
of him.
he's holding a bow and arrow, and you're holding a gun. So yeah, he's not vibing with it.
Okay, so
He's not
that
down
will
with the
be
sickness.
what Tully does. But then Tully turns to Pascal and goes, Pascal, cover Lorelia. and directs Pascal to run towards Lorelia and kind of stand in front of her to like block her from any attacking.
Okay. Yeah, you see Pascal junk, 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 and he kind of stands in front of her. Do you want him to take the dodge action?
What's that do?
So dodge action, if he takes dodge, it improves his AC for one turn, basically. Let me double check. I believe it gives him advantage. It's a dodge action. Dodge. Oh shoot! Hold on. Dodge action. Not me Googling just to make sure. Oh, it imposes disadvantage on the next attack against it. Is what it does.
Yeah, he can do that because he doesn't
Okay.
he can't really range attack. So
No. Okay, cool. Lorelia is going to like pat Pascal on the back, and then she is dashing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 up on top,
Ooh.
40 to get up here, and 45, 50, 55, 60 up on top of this building.
Oh shit. Okay, girl.
Because she's a little scamper.
Go off, queen.
But that's it. That's all she can do. She's just running. But we love that for her. Going on. Next is the cannons, the enemy cannon launchers. So we got a cannon person up here on top of this big building, and we got a cannon person down here as well.
Guys, we're grouped.
You sure are. So
Whoopsie
I'm
doodle.
going to need everybody who's currently on the rock to make 2 dexterity saving throws, please.
2 dex.
And you are trying to beat a 13.
Good girl. God damn it. Bad girl.
dirty 20.
13 and
fuck.
14.
Make sure
Wait,
to
what's
add your
the-
dexterity save
I-
bonuses to these.
I don't have any bonuses to it. It's
Oh,
plus
did you?
I don't either. I got a 4 and an 18.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20 and a 10.
Okay.
Oh, right. We get to roll. Right? Oh. Okay.
roll.
I got 13 and 19. Yes.
Okay. So if you, it sounds like Soup is the only one who succeeded on both.
I succeeded
Everybody
on
else-
both. I got 13.
You succeeded
and
on both?
13 and 17.
Okay. Okay, so if you succeeded on both, you're taking half damage on both. If you succeeded on one and failed on the other, you're taking half damage on one and full damage on the other. The damage from these are 1d8 plus 2. So the first one is max damage. It's 10 damage in total. Or if you succeeded, you're only taking 5.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
first one. The first
That's
roll,
the
right?
That's the first one. And then the
Okay.
second one is not nearly as bad. It's 3 damage in total. If you saved, if you did succeed, then you were only taking 1 damage. As these launchers, as they bring these launchers up onto their shoulders, you see through the sand in the air these like crackles of yellow light and energy begin to like build up at the end of the launcher, and then a huge like globular like orb of energy launches out and like lands at your feet, exploding in a big like shocking electrical like explosion. I know I said explosion a bunch of times, but that's because it's what it is. And you get hit with 2 of those, so it doesn't feel good.
We.
This launcher guy is going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's all the further he can get. This guy up on top is going to stay right where he is. And we are going on to the sand shark. Now, When the sand shark is submerged, you can see this little dot guy right here. Unfortunately for you, that does not indicate where the sand shark currently is. That's just where you last saw it.
Oh, shit.
So
Pascal is still in the sand.
it begins to move around, and you begin to see little triangles, little chevrons of sand begin to show up, although it's hard to see exactly where they are through all the dust in the air. But eventually this sand shark has maneuvered around, and it bursts up behind this archer who's come down to look for its friend. And it is going to use its
Freaking idiot.
attack called Sand Eruption. It bursts from below, and so this guy has to make a dexterity saving throw. He is pretty dexterous being an archer. Let's see if he succeeds. Oh, he does. Wow, look at that.
What the hell?
So he's going to take half damage, which is 3d6.
Oof.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That is 13, so he's going to take 7 damage since he saved. And it is going to immediately reburrow, and it goes back underneath the ground to go somewhere. As we return back to the top of the order, you all are all beginning to notice the sand is beginning to really pick up. The wind is beginning to blow harder, and off in the distance you can see a sandstorm beginning to appear on the horizon.
Oh my god.
Nor.
Before we start, I'm gonna turn to Tully really quick and be like, maybe my parents had like the right idea with me not doing this because of all the damage, because we just got exploded on, and the sand shark.
Tully's looking kind of rough back at you and goes, "Oh, we'll prove them wrong, I think."
You know, it might have been
I
a
like
good
the way
idea.
you think.
It might have been a good idea, everybody, to have grabbed that one punch cost item, the glare visors, which protect against sandstorm damage.
Hindsight is 2020,
Oh
I
my
guess.
god.
And
There
negate
was also
sandstorm
the
damage?
there was also the animal thing that would you could use to feed the animal wildlife. That as soon as you said the sand shark thing, I was like, oh, we could have baited it to get away from us.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's also true. But you know what? C'est la vie. We are back to the top of the order with Elson. Elson, with the sand as intense, with the sandstorm as intense as it currently is, you are going to be... One moment. We are officially in difficult terrain, which means half movement speed, everybody. Except for Elson, actually, because Elson has on
sand
his
boots.
sand shoes.
That's
He has
right,
his
baby.
his big tennis rackets strapped to his feet. So you are actually good to move your full movement speed.
Sweet.
But you are at a -2 to any ranged attacks that you might do.
Okay.
Melee is still normal. And go ahead.
I am gonna go 5, 10, and you said to go up this thing would cost me 20 movement or 10 movement if I wanted to
10
go.
movement.
Okay, so that puts me at 20, 25. So
This is gonna he's gonna tip over. Yeah.
yeah. Well, he wants to be right next to this half orc creature.
Yeah. There, I put
And-
you inside of
In
him.
him.
Cool.
There you go.
I am going to take a swing at him because that is the thing that Elson does. I keep forgetting I don't need to roll on my D&D Beyond sheet. I roll on my. That's a +4 dice. You're a very good girl. 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that will be 2d6 plus 2. So that's gonna be 12 total damage on that swing.
Okay.
Let me see. What do I have for bonus actions? Oh, as a bonus action, so how does recasting Hunter's Mark work? Do I have to cast a new spell if I wanted to recast the Hunter's Mark since the other guy died?
No, it's a renewal of the spell because you're still in combat.
Okay.
So you just recast it free
Okay.
as a bonus.
Okay. Can I kind of retcon in that I recasted that as my bonus action so I can add the additional 1d6 of
That I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I think you gotta declare. Yeah.
All right, then I will, as my bonus action now, I'm recasting Hunter's Mark on him.
Gotcha. You gotta declare, Claire.
Fair enough.
Okay. Going right on to, in the proper order this time, Airy.
How much movement would it take to get off this rock? Like if I just wanted, this is so risky because Sand Shark was last seen over here. But if I just wanted to attack this dude right here,
You could get to. I will definitely, even with difficult terrain, say that you can get just off of the rock, but I can't give you all the way up to him.
so that's 10 feet then. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's 15, and because you're at difficult terrain, everything is doubled in cost.
Oh shit.
So you are out of. If you go there, you're out of movement speed. Unless you want to dash to get that extra distance, but then you can't attack.
Okay.
Or you could attack with just your short sword.
I was going to. But you said now I am 15 feet away from him because of
No. You're 5 feet away.
Oh, I'm 5 feet away?
Yep, you just need one more square to get to him. Or do you have a maneuver, don't you?
I have my lunging attack. Yeah, I was going to use my lunging attack.
There you go.
Nice.
And then using my lunging attack, I can use my regular two-handed combat attacks. Yes.
The lunging attack only counts for the main action, so you would only get to use your long sword.
Okay. A hit is a hit. Let me actually minus.
Well, you
my
know what?
maneuver
I'm gonna
here.
hold. I want to. No, I do think it has to be. Yeah, it has to just be
It's
the main
okay.
attack. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my lunging attack on this goober right here, who was dumb enough to come down to find out what happened to his friend that was eaten by a shark.
Sure.
To be very specific. And then I'm gonna roll. And it's not good, and that was a waste. Because it is a... Well, actually, I get an extra 4. It's an 8.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. So I missed because there's so much sand in my eyes.
You have an action
So much
surge?
sand in your eye. You can action surge. You only get one of those before your next short rest, though, just to kind of keep that in mind.
Good call.
But
Yeah.
you can action surge if you want to. I mean, you're in combat, so sort of now's the time.
But you said once per short rest.
Correct.
Yep.
And we can take a short rest whenever, like,
Once you're out of combat and in a safe area.
then you can take a short rest. Okay.
Yeah.
What do I do for action surge?
You just say, I'm going to use action surge, and it gives you another full action on your turn to do with whatever you want. So you could do another lunging attack attempt if you would like.
Oh, but that would cost another superiority die.
Correct. But you actually haven't used the superiority die yet because you didn't hit.
Oh, because I didn't hit. Okay, then yeah, I will action surge it. And then I just have to roll again. See?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Please be a good girl. Nope. Even worse.
Oof.
So sorry.
Even worse. Okay. And I expended all of my movement speed, so I am now stuck in the sand where the sand shark was last seen.
That's correct.
No.
That is my turn. And I rest
Guys-
my case.
Guys,
That's my case.
what's the worst possible thing that could happen? We are going on to our enemy rangers. My first one over here is going to step back to the corner of the building that he is on, and is going to fire an arrow at Airy.
Can he see?
He is taking a -2 to his ranged attack roll, so he has only a +1 to hit on this. And he got a 15.
Nope, he misses.
Okay. Arrow just right past your head, no damage done. The other ranger that is currently engaged in combat with Elson is going to pull out a dagger and is going to try to slash at Elson to sort of back him off. He also has a +1 on this roll. But only got a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay.
He just bats the dagger away.
Right. But that's really all.
Yeah. I just laugh at the arrow.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you shooting?
Like, what are you doing, bro?
You should just nice shooting, Tex.
The enemy archer is going to step up onto the lower level of this little tower to get off of the sand, and is going to shoot an arrow also at Airy. Again, only a +1 here. Got a 15.
Where are you shooting? Like, really? That's not even anywhere near me.
Not even close to me.
Are you even trying?
The other archer, of course, is already dead, so no worries there. And we are going on to Rain.
All right. Would you say, with the difficult terrain, I could get up onto this building?
Yes, I think that you will be at the top of the ladder, but that's where you'll have to stop.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna run up here. And then... So all my ranged attacks are -2 to hit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
-2
Well, you
of
have-
like whatever your plus to hit is, just subtract it from that.
That's correct.
Okay.
So, like, your Ray of
Okay.
Frost is a +5, so instead of being a
Yeah.
+5, it'll be a +3.
Okay.
Question, does that also
So-
affect the one that's on top of the dome that's next to Claire? Considering she's closer.
Does what affect it?
The disadvantage.
Oh, the one that's on top. Oh my god, I just threw Elson.
Oh, no!
Oh no!
Elson leaps 20 feet laterally onto the next rooftop.
Elson, please.
Oh my God. No, it's all ranged attacks
Yeah.
Mm.
and
Okay.
ever. But melee attacks, it's unaffected because obviously you're closer to
Correct.
the target.
You got
That's
it.
right. That's right. Okay.
And yeah, if I do a ranged attack, I would definitely hit Elson. Well, unless I use my meta magic, but
Right.
I am going to cast such a long pause.
You're okay. You're fine. You're,
I'm
you're
gonna
mulling
do-
your options.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb onto the Cannoneer up here. So since that's a +5, it'll be a +3
Talking about that
on
guy.
my roll.
The pink
Yes.
one? Okay.
Whoop.
Oof.
Okay, it's a 10.
Checking cannons. That does not hit, unfortunately.
Oh.
No. All
And then it
right.
ricochets and it hits me
Rain.
because of all this stuff. And I was like,
No,
Rain!
stop. Oh my gosh. Now, Rain, if you want to, you could use Quicken Spell, and you could give yourself another spell attack on this turn by using some sorcery points.
I could potentially do that. I was looking into that.
Or you could use Tides of Chaos and give yourself advantage on that attack that you just did, and you could roll again.
Roll again. That might be a good idea.
Are you allowing me to retcon that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the purpose of Tides of Chaos. It's like after you do a thing, you get the option to activate that ability.
Oh, okay. So yeah, sure, we'll do that and see if I can do another one. I can use that once per long rest. Where's my dice? Okay. Yes, here we go. Come on.
Oh my god, what are these rolls?
No!
Oh no. All
I'm
right.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'll try again next time.
I do, unfortunately, as a result of that, I do need you to roll in the Wild Magic Surge table, please.
Of course I do.
So roll a d10 if you would.
Okay.
This will be our tens digit. If it's a 10, then it's a... Okay, so we're an 8. Great. Okay, then we'll go ahead and roll that second one for a singles digit. An 86. Oh my gosh! You're never gonna believe this, Rain.
Oh god.
I'm scared.
No, it's so good. You cast another set of mirror image.
Holy shit.
So there's now 7 Rains.
7?
On the field.
Let's
There-
Rain on the battlefield. Let's go.
Just a whole.
They made it rain.
Rain's making it rain.
Rain's making it rain.
There are 7 Rains on the field right now. Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Incredible.
Are they just
I d-
randomly dispersed like across?
Yeah,
the...
they're just like I mean, they're like kind of around her so that we can justify them hitting, not herself.
Yeah.
But that's incredible. That's so funny. Okay, cool. So Rain and her gaggle of clones is up on the roof.
So is it a higher like DC to hit her or AC to hit her or like is there a perk to it at all?
So mirror image works that like when you have those 3 duplicates, you roll a d20 every time that someone wants to attack you, and the first time you just have to get a 6 or higher and it hits a mirror image. The second time it's an 8, the third time it's a 10. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double all of those. So it's going to you're going to have to roll 6 or higher twice, 8 or higher twice, 10 or higher twice, or 11 or higher twice, excuse me, in order for them to even hit you. So you're not invincible, but you might as well be. Incredible.
Well, considering I took all that cannon damage earlier.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So we are going on after Rain to Tully and Pascal.
So our movement's half, right?
Our movement is half. That's correct. So for you, that will work out to 3 squares instead of 5.
Oh
shit!
Oof.
That's just getting to the edge of the rock, maybe.
And is Pascal also affected by it?
That's a great question.
Jazzy is
He is
relentless.
He is not immune to difficult terrain, at least according to the rules that I'm looking at. So yes, he'd only have 4 squares.
Ugh. Okay. Can't really see where the squares are, but I think like Tilly would just kind of move up closer to like the top of the rock, like away from like where the sand shark.
Yeah, the squares on the rock aren't showing for whatever reason. I will say though that with your movement, you can go anywhere on the rock you want, or based on where you were, I would say you could get up to the top of the ladder on this building, just so that you are aware of that option.
Okay. I don't want to group up because of the damn launchers.
Yeah. This thing sucks.
So no, I think Tully will try to kind of go up to like the highest point of the rock. Yeah.
I'm sort of sitting you on the dead body of the artificer.
That way he actually looks like he's tall.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at you above the rock.
Wow, we can see your character's base and
Wow.
everything.
All right, and then I'll take a shot at the pink cannoneer.
Okay. Again, taking a -2 off of whatever your bonus to hit would be.
Cast gun.
I cast gun.
Cast that gun!
Okay. 17.
That hits. That hits.
Grab his dick and twist it!
What?
Oh,
You
yeah.
twist that dick!
America.
What?
The old dick twist!
The old
Dick
Oh
twist!
my god.
All right.
Do a
so
MMA fight.
1d10 plus 1.
Would you like to use your gauntlets of Draketh?
That's what I forgot. Okay, I did not write that. What does that do?
If you activate those, you get an extra 1d6 fire damage on all attacks for the rest of combat.
They're not a one-time use thing, are they? I forget.
Once per combat. I think that's the only limiter.
Once per.
Or no,
combat.
maybe it's once per day. That would make more sense. Because once per combat would just mean you could use it.
I would just constantly have fire damage.
Which you will for the rest of this combat. But
Okay.
if you have multiple combats in a single day, that's the difference maker.
Yes, I would like to activate them.
Okay.
How does that work with a bullet though?
Your bullets light on fire. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm gonna let you explain how it looks, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Tully slips on his extremely fashionable golden scale gloves and pulls his gentleman's weapon out of his holster. And as you fire that bullet, the explosion from the muzzle flare doesn't just dissipate into the air like normal. It like catches on the bullet, and you all see this streak of flame like into the air and punch into that cannoneer on top of the tower. And you just hear him go, "Hua!" And how much damage do you deal, Tully?
Oh, I didn't know I could roll them both at the same time. That's interesting. So it's
Yeah, of course.
10 piercing damage.
Okay. And you have a +1 on that as well.
+1 on the fire damage.
No. On the piercing, it's a 1d10 +1.
Oh, that's with the +1. It was 10.
Oh, it was. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So 10 plus 10 piercing and 4 fire damage.
Okay. Looking at the cannoneer. Where's the cannon guy? There he is. Okay. Ugh, so many minus signs to click. There we go. Yeah. You see that bullet arc through the air. Just bullet dropping ever so slightly as it gets to the top of the tower, and this guy gets like knocked backwards by the impact of the bullet. Are you bonus actioning for Pascal?
Yes. Pascal has a little bit more movement.
Yep,
Would he be able to get to the top of that building or no? Is that too far?
Not with 4 squares. 1, 2, 3. He could get up to the bottom of the ladder, but he couldn't get up it, unfortunately. Unless
okay,
he dash. Well, no, because he can't dash.
Yeah, he can't dash. I'll have him come up to the rock with me,
Okay.
and he is going to self-repair.
Okay.
So
He currently has taken 8 damage, and he heals for how much?
2d8 plus 2.
2d8 plus 2.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll. 8 damage, so he is back to full health.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you.
And I should actually take that roll in the future automatically. If you would like to be the one who makes that healing roll, you are more than welcome to do so.
Oh, cool. Yeah, either way.
I do not need to be in charge of that if you would rather be in charge of that.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah, but
going.
we'll keep that one. 20, because that's a good roll. So
That's a good roll,
Is
yeah.
it max speed or is it max HP?
That's right. Going on to Lorelia, she comes over to this corner of the building. She's able to get over to here, and all of you see her kind of from like a hip pouch pull out like a little like glass vial of some kind of like it's hard to see because the sand is so strong, but it looks like some kind of like dark powdery material in a glass vial, and you see her chuck it downward at this cannoneer that's kind of below her on the ground. And we'll see if this guy dexterity saves. Ooh, he does. So he will only take half damage. 1d8 plus 2. Okay, 3 damage. So 1 damage, or 2 damage in total, excuse me. You all see just a bright blue flash very briefly explode off of that glass vial as it hits the ground. And the cannoneer takes a couple of points of damage. Beep, boop. Oh, there we go. Okay. Going right along to the cannoneers themselves. So their cannons have a special mechanic where they can only use them if they get a 5 or a 6 on a d6 roll to recharge their cannon attack. So I'm going to roll those out in the open for for everybody so that you can all see those. I believe this will show up on your screens. Seeing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 4s.
Okay.
Yes.
2 4, so they didn't get it. So they cannot fire their cannons this turn.
Good shit.
Let's go.
So the guy up on top isn't going to do anything. The one on the ground is going to 5, 10, 15, half movement speed. He's going to dash 5, 10, 15 to get around to the far side of this little scaffold. And that's really all that they can do.
How'd the pink guy get up there?
He started up there.
Yeah.
No, I mean like because
Just in general?
Yeah, just because like if we wanted to attack him and all I can do is melee, like how would I attack him? Because there's no way to get up there.
You can make a climb. You can make a climbing
Oh,
check
yeah.
to kind of scale the building. Yeah. So going on to the sand shark. Oh wow, the sand shark. So many delicious options for me to choose from.
Oh, it's just and the bombardier.
That is true. So yes, as this thing circles around, it's quite fast underneath the sand. But unfortunately, Area does take an interest in you.
Oh, no.
It also has a recharge ability, so we're going to see if it can do its burst again this turn. On a 5 or a 6. It also got a 4
Good
miraculously. So it cannot do its burst. It'll have to do something else. But it does come up out of the ground right next to you.
Okay.
And it is going to... Let's see what fun abilities this has. I always forget. Oh, it's going to try... yeah, it's going to try to grapple you.
Oh dear.
It's going to try to grab onto you and like hold you in place, basically. Not quite a bite, but not quite a... it's not like wrapping its opposable thumbs around you or anything either. But it's going to try to grapple. And it does have advantage on this. It's like a specialty of this creature. I need you to make a... I need you to make a dexterity check. And we are rolling against one another.
Nat 20.
Let's
Nope,
go!
4.
Oh, fuck!
Nope.
Oh,
It fucking moved at the last second.
Oh, fuck.
It moved at the last second. It's a 4. It was on 20 for a second, and then it
Oh.
went like this.
fuck?
So it got a 13 in total.
Okay.
It got an 8+5. So you are grappled, and then it is going to use its bonus action to do its specialty, which is drag under.
Oh no.
No!
So it begins to pull you. This happens kind of automatically. It begins to pull you underground, under the sand, and you are going to take 2d6 plus 2 bludgeoning damage. One moment. So 9 damage as it begins to drag you down. On your turn, you can make an attempt to break out of this grapple and to like climb back to the surface. You are not fully submerged yet, but if you don't break out, you will be fully submerged next turn.
This is where I die, guys.
Oh boy.
I'm at half HP now.
Back to the top of the order, that sandstorm begins to wane just a bit, and we are back to just our standard -1 on ranged attack rolls, no difficult terrain.
Love that. So my turn?
Yep.
All right. Well, I have the hunter's mark. So I will be adding, if I hit, I will be adding 1d6 damage. I declare it.
Declared.
I declare.
I declare. Okay, so I am going to. I'm here, so I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a swing,
Okay.
and that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so it's normally 2d6 plus 2. Can I just add the additional d6, or should I roll it
Yeah.
separately? Okay.
No, you can add it. It's fine.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 8. So that is 10 damage.
And that is enough to kill him.
Oh, sweet. So Elson grabs him by the throat and with his blade just shoves it like into his chest and then like drags it down his belly and just splits him in two.
Oh
Does he
my
whisper
goodness,
anything
brutal.
in his ear while he says that?
No, he just does. He splits him and he just roars. And then I will. Let's see. Rain, how damaged are you? You're melted. You're muted. Melted. You're muted.
You're melted.
I am muted. You're so right. You know, I could be better, but I'm not, you know, on the brink of death. And I also have all my clones.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I will hold off on doing any healing. And then I'm going to then just use my full movement to cross. Oh, wait. Hold on. What? It would be too far. I don't think I'd be able to get to the sand shark in time, would I?
To help try and pull me up.
Yeah, I was thinking about
You
that.
can get to about here.
Okay, I'd get to about there. Would that? Hold on, please.
Or
hold.
there.
Okay. Please hold. I'm just checking my bonus actions. Okay, so I won't be able to do that. I was just wondering if the spell I have is a bonus action, but I don't think so. Bane is an action, Bless is an action too. Darn.
Oh, I should mention, by the way, that anytime that anybody deals any damage to the sand shark between now and its next turn, it will have to make a strength saving throw to remain, strength saving throw to remain grappling Aerie. So all of you have an
Okay.
opportunity to help break her out if you can deal damage to the sand shark.
I do
Oh, okay,
not
cool.
have any ranged attacks, so I can't do anything.
So the rest of you be thinking about what you want to do on your turn in case Aerie doesn't break out on her own.
How to cross this platform thing is how it's 10 feet, right?
Yes, to get up
Okay.
to the other building.
So yeah, so there would be 5, and then so here would put me at what, 15 or 20?
That put you at 15.
Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I'm gonna go right next to Lorelia
Gotcha.
and be ready to go down on my next turn. Okay, and
Oh
that is
my.
all I can do.
Okay. Going right on. We are to Airy.
And I have to roll for.
You are
To see if I
making
can get
you're making a strength check.
Strength. Do I have any bonuses? I have +4 to strength.
Come on, you got
And
this.
you are rolling against the sand shark.
Finally, a nat fucking
Let's
20!
go!
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh, tell me what breaking out of this thing's grasp looks like.
I don't know, but I heal a little bit on the way out.
Make it look badass.
What does the grapple actually look like? Like, what does it look like as he's
This
dragging
thing's
down?
got like your midsection and its teeth, and it's also got like one of its feet like on you, and it's like pushing you down into the sand as its nose like parts the sand particles out of the way.
Okay. I'm going to take the butt of one of my swords and just pound on its head several times, screaming, "Let me go!" And then it'll finally just kind of weaken its grip a little bit, just enough. Like, I think I've dazed him just enough from hitting him.
Yeah.
And then kick him away as hard as I can and wriggle out of there. Do I get
Okay.
do I get to pull myself up from the sand as well?
Yeah,
Since
yeah,
I'm,
you're
like-
back to full standing and everything. And
Okay.
you have your full you're out of movement. You can't move because that was getting out
Right.
of there, but you have your
Mhm.
attack actions for the turn.
Oh, girl, whack
Wait, I
this,
can turn
whack
around
this
and fucking
fucker.
attack him? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, what do I have that I could do also? No, that's not it. Okay, I'm just going to do the combo with my long sword and short sword.
Love it.
And we're going to roll to hit, which is not great. Long sword is 10.
Does not hit.
Short sword is 11.
Does not hit.
Makes sense. He was hanging on to me and dragging me down, so I'm probably really still kind of dazed with sand everywhere as well, and I'm just
Very much.
swinging. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Just
swinging and
going
not
just
hitting.
going for it panic style, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. We're going on to the Rangers. I believe there's still one of those alive. This one is going to, you're never going to believe it, come down the ladder. It moves to about here, and it is going to take a shot at Tully with an arrow. Again,
How
because the
rude.
sandstorm's not as bad, it has a +2. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
I did it again.
1d8 plus 1. 5 damage. As for the first time in this battle, pretty much, this ranger pulls back on the bow and unleashes an arrow, and it actually manages to kind of punch into one of your shoulders.
It's my turn with the shoulder.
All
It's
right,
always the damn
enemy
soldier.
archers are up next. This guy, seeing the sand shark expose itself and out in the middle of the open, is going to run up to it and try to stab it with a dagger. But he does not hit. He only got a 9 in total. You see him pull this dagger out and go to like stab down into the hide of the sand shark, and his blade just like glints off of it, like glances off of the hide of the sand shark, and it doesn't pierce into it at all. Going right along, we are over to Rain.
Yes. So, I still have the -1 on my bonus, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, I am going to actually. Let me see, how much is this? Oh my gosh, sorry. I am going to cast Shatter on the Cannoneer.
Okay.
And it has to make a Constitution saving check.
Okay. Cannoneer, Constitution. Now, if I can, I just want to throw this idea out there. What's the radius of that attack?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. There is a world where you could position this to hit 1, 2, 3 enemies without hitting Rain or without hitting Airy.
That is true.
If you want to go for that. Because if you center it on this archer right here, that is going to hit those other two, and it's and Airy is out of the radius.
I'm just worried. Yes, okay. This is what I'll do. I will do that, actually.
Okay.
So all of the enemies, so on the archer and the ranger and the shark have to make a Constitution saving check. Okay. I center it on that. On the archer.
We'll do the sand shark is going to go first. It has a +3. It got an 8.
It fails.
Pretty sure that's a fail. The ranger's going to go next. It only has a +1. Oh. Also got an 8 in total.
L.
And the archer has a +0, which is a straight up and down roll for this one. It got a 12.
So they
Wait,
all.
What was that? Did they fail? Oh.
Yeah, everyone failed.
No.
L. So everyone is going to take 3d8 thunder damage.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So I will
Yes.
Load us up.
Holy moly. Where's my freaking dice? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, sometimes it
My game lagged.
And, holds up. Yeah, mine did there too.
Yes. Okay. Everyone takes 11 damage.
And do you have a bonus to that as well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do I? No. I think that's
Nope.
just the 3d8.
Okay, so 11. The ranger and the archer are both dead now.
Fuck yeah.
The
Bye.
sand shark takes 11 damage. And you see it it just looks around briefly, and you see it has these very tightly reptilian slitted eyes, right, to protect it from the sand that it dives down into, and it just kind of looks around as this thunder damage, which is very much like Sonic kind of damage, hits it, and it's just confused. It has no idea what just happened to it. Airy, the experience that you just saw in front of you must be friggin' wild, because a thunderclap basically just happened right in front of you. In addition to that, it also deals, because of where it's located, it also deals 11 damage to the structures Shatter's really good about destroying like solid objects, and so this tower, which is crumbling, is gone.
Oh hell yeah, Rain!
Does a
Listen to that.
Rocketeer take damage from falling?
He sure does, and he was about 30 feet up, which means he takes 3d10 damage.
Ooh.
Dang.
For a total of 9 damage for him, and because he's already been hit by a bullet, and I think at least one other thing off the top of my head, that Rocketeer, that Cannoneer, I should say, is also now dead.
Dead on impact. Let's go.
Hey, W
Holy
Rain! W Rain!
I'm just kind of envisioning Rain like putting her like claws out and just like releasing this wave of thunder that's just, and we're all just like, what the fuck just happened?
She's also a little bit like, well,
Yeah.
I didn't know that all that was gonna happen.
I mean, in addition to that, you have to remember that 7 rains just did that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a whole
True.
chorus of rains. It's 1.5 pentatonics of rains.
That's super cool.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Amazing. Truly, I mean, Soup, a killer attack.
Mhm.
Literally.
Well done.
Literally.
Well
Guys.
done.
Going on.
So we just have the sand shark and that one other
and that one other
cannoneer.
Yeah, one other Cannoneer. So Tully, go ahead and follow up with that, please. Follow that up.
That's good.
He casts gun, ladies and gents.
I cast gun.
Yeah, so I think Tully watches all that lightning arc all over the place and goes, and then yeah, takes aim at the sand shark.
Okay.
Do we still have a disadvantage on?
Not disadvantage, just a -1 to your bonus.
Just -1.
Sorry about the grid. I updated it to get rid of the big spiky things, and it made it really tiny.
Yeah, I was just saying that's
Sorry.
that's different.
Sorry. One moment. Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
$15.
And who are you using it on?
The sand shark.
That hits.
Let's go. Okay, so it's at least 15.
Woo.
Go Tully!
So 1d10 plus 1 plus 6. Plus d6, I
Oh.
should say.
So that's 4 piercing damage and 1 fire damage.
Okay, so 5 damage in total. Again, you see this flaming bullet launch out of your gun and just punch straight through the hide, I should say, of the sand shark. It kind of gets it in like its hip, one of its rear hind leg kind of areas, and it just like shrieks in your general direction and like kind of looks at you. But again, it's just having trouble sort of reorienting itself after that thunder or shatter attack. Are you moving at all, Tully?
No, I think he will stay there, but Pascal is going to charge the sand shark.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I gotta see exactly how he works. Is his attack different? Do you have him kind of pulled up, or like the
Yep.
like what he does?
Force empowered rend is his melee attack.
Okay, that's what I was looking at too. Yeah.
Yep. Your spell
Okay.
attack modifier to hit is his bonus.
Which one is?
You have a spell attack modifier, being an artificer.
Spell attack modifier.
Whatever your spell attack bonus would be. Is it okay if I flip your sheet over?
Yeah.
Where are you? Spell attack bonus.
Oh, it's on this third sheet. +4.
There you go. So he's a +4 to hit.
$19.
19, incredible.
Go.
Tell me what force and power. Rend is when you rend something. It's like you're like scraping it or like slashing or cutting it. So like, what does this look like? His force empowered rend attack.
Well, I think I had said that one of his arms was like a weapon.
Yeah.
I feel like we went with a hammer, right? Does that sound right?
Sure. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember 100%, but let's say that he's got a little hammer equipped to it. So I think he just kind of brings his left arm down in kind of like a slash with like the hammer.
Okay.
So 1d8 +2.
Pounds the snot out of this sand shark.
Yeah, you pound that.
Pound that
sand shark.
fucker.
Pound it.
Pascal pounds him with a 5.
Okay, 5 damage. Very nice. I will tell you that the sand shark is now below half health.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Going right on to Lorelia. Lorelia kind of climbs onto this scaffolding and goes over to the top of the stairwell where she can see this cannoneer, and you see her pull out another one of those little like glass vials of black powder, and she's chucking it down at that guy, and he's got to make a dexterity saving throw, which he only got a 5 on, so he's going to take full 1d10 plus 2 damage this time. And it's just 4, but it is in fact enough to kill him.
Let's go.
Ew, yeah.
So our cannoneers are gone. Actually, all the enemies except for the sand shark are off the board at this point. Good job, everybody. And we are going on to the sand shark.
Fuckers.
The sand shark
Daddy
begins to burrow.
Daddy DM, I have a question.
What's up?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are all of us, are we considered creatures? Like are like humans and stuff? They're all considered creatures?
Yes, other than Pascal, who is a construct.
Okay. I don't know if this is just as like a quick thing to the group. If Pascal is close to an enemy, it imposes disadvantage on an attack roll of one creature that it can see within 5 feet, provided the attack rolls against a creature other than the defender. So just as like a heads up to everyone,
Okay.
he'll have disadvantage.
There you go.
Sweet.
The sand shark burrows. It looks around briefly, and it then dives back into the sand of this big like explosion of sand and dirt and clay, and then you see that like chevron of sand begin to flee the area. And a few moments of stunned silence perhaps pass, and then it's calm again. And we are out of combat.
Tully is holding his shoulder.
Everyone okay? Team, are we good?
Elson will hop down, and walk over. Who is the most injured that I can see in front of me?
I think probably Airy.
Me.
Then Elson will walk over to Airy and cast Lay on Hands for 10, so to heal you by 10 hit points.
Yay!
And
Thank
he
you.
doesn't.
Oh, sorry.
No, he
Ah.
doesn't say anything. He just casts it, and turns around and starts looking at the bodies of the bandits to loot them. He's
Oh,
mostly
okay.
just he's mostly
Make
just like for the DM, like he's mostly just like looking to see if any of them like have any evidence or anything that could link them to the person that he is hunting.
Oh, gotcha. Make an investigation check. I'll say DC is 10.
Okay. Hey Dice. It's me, your girl. You are a very, very good girl. You are
Thank
such
you.
a good girl. You're the
Thank
best
you.
girl. You're
Thank
such
you.
a good girl. 13!
Thank you.
Mm.
Uh, I mean, unfortunately, no. There's nothing on any of these ragamuffins that would appear to link them to the person that you're hunting. Um, the reality of Dustblown and the especially the stretch of flat ground between the buildings to the north and south is just known to be prime ambush territory for like caravans. Um, and these guys were just waiting around hoping to come across a caravan of traders or some scraptics like yourselves to take their stuff.
Was there anything on them at all that was lootable?
With a 13, I'll say that you find like a pouch of 20 gold pieces.
Okay. On the so Elson just kind of without really saying anything to the rest of the group is sort of just like urgently he's looks very earnest and he's like searching all of them just to see if he finds something on them. And then after he searches the last one and sees that there's like no evidence or anything, he just loudly goes, "Fuck!" And he throws the corpse down and then like just in anger just like takes a sword and just is like slashing at this body just like in just like pure anger. He's pissed and just like hits it over and over and over and over and over again.
Lorelia looks at the rest of you and just like is just like mouthing like what is happening, what's going on.
And then he just kind of like
Hey,
sort of like
Elson.
kneels down and just like has his head in his hands.
Are you all right there, buddy? Just need a moment.
Yeah. Let's go. And then we'll just keep going.
I believe the entrance to the weather station is just a few buildings further down. Maybe we could get inside and kind of collect ourselves there.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Lead the way.
Yeah, let's get out of this sand.
You make your way just a few blocks further up, so to speak, and in this graying, dilapidated, old building. I mean, who knows what it used to be hundreds and hundreds of years ago, perhaps an apartment building or maybe a restaurant or a cafe or something. It's hard to tell at this point, but you walk in through the blasted out windows that used to make up its storefront and into the main lobby, and you do a bit of searching, nothing that requires an investigation check, and eventually you find your way into a back room that has a set of stairs that descend down into a darkened basement. And you see, much like you'd seen in the Great North Cave and also in the Hex, a vault door. At this point, it's old Hat and Lorelia simply looks over to Rain and wordlessly asks if she could borrow the sheath to open the door.
Question.
Yep.
For the all-knowing medallion, the receiver has to be like aware and consenting.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Here you go. Here's the sheath.
Okay. Yeah, she takes it and again, like, does a couple of inputs, presses and clicks and things, and inserts it briefly into that slot that appears on the side of the vault door, and zzz, that door slides open. She removes the sheath from the receptacle, and you all step in onto the elevator that is just inside.
Uppies.
Up or down? No, down.
Oh yeah, true. Could be down.
Downies.
Up would be crazy. Up would be crazy.
That is true. That's
Who
true.
knows?
That's
the,
true. That is
the
true.
Hive might have some
Yeah.
secret cloaking
Some
device.
Willy Wonka stuff going on.
Who wants to press the button?
You step onto this somewhat cramped elevator. The one that you'd seen in the Great North Cave entrance was like huge. It was like the elevator was very, very large. This one's much smaller, probably intended for a group of people that's, maybe smaller than yours, 2 or 3, but you're able to kind of all squeeze in there. Pascal sort of orients his limbs so that he can fit as well, along with the rest of you. And as you kind of all get situated, just a very simple display lights up on the right-hand side of the elevator. An upward arrow, which is sort of faded out, and a downward arrow, which is brightly glowing.
I press the downward arrow.
As you do, the elevator kind of lurches into motion, going downward. You can feel beneath your feet the descent, and none of you have ever been on anything that's quite like this before. I mean, there's plenty of, technological marvels to be had within Draketh, but nothing that's quite like this. Everybody make a perception check as I cue up our next music track here.
Daddy DM, I did the thing again with the sheet that doesn't move.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Got a 9.
11.
Wait, which
Perception.
check are we doing?
19.
Perception. 19, you said, Sue?
Yes.
10.
Okay,
wait.
so Sue.
Yeah, 10.
Soup / Rain is the only one who succeeded here on our DC 13 check. Rain, you're able to tell from the motion of this elevator that you're moving like really quickly. Wherever this thing is taking you down, it's not like a couple of floors. This thing's taking you deep. Eventually, after kind of an uncomfortable length of time, the car slows and then stops. The door in front of you slides open, and you see another lobby, kind of an area, just outside of the elevator doors. Opposite of you is another set of doors that is sort of like what we would think of as frosted glass. Like you can kind of see through it, but not clearly. And through that frosted glass, you can see lights, as well as a bunch of rectangular shapes, but not much more. And the sound is muffled, but you can hear what you think might be voices. Lorelia sort of kind of shoulders her way off of the elevator ahead of you and turns around and says, with these people, with the people who work for the High Minds, just remember that when we tried to just get into the entrance of the Great North Cave, they repelled us with a giant drill robot. And I think that we will need to be harsh with them if we want them to do what we want. She kind of gesture, and she sort of like steps back from right in front of the elevator, so of course the rest of you can get off.
Question, did we fit in a short rest before we came down here,
Yeah,
or...
let's say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me
Yeah,
just...
short rest for sure.
What
For
does a
those of
short
you,
rest do exactly?
so we're gonna get some health back. It's a 1 hour downtime basically, for us to get some extra HP, and also restore any of you that have abilities that are once per short rest. Those will now be refreshed and ready to go again. Each of you have hit dice. Those are the dice that you use to increase your HP during level ups. For Aerie and Elson, you get 1d10. For Tully, I believe you get a 1d8, and for Rain, you get a 1d6. So if you want to go ahead and roll that, you get to add that much back to your HP.
Okay.
2.
Ooh.
5. Okay.
Ooh.
So it was 1d10 plus 2, you said?
I don't know about actually, I'm not sure. Whatever your con modifier is, you also get that. Whatever your constitution modifier is, you
I
get to
clicked
add
on
that
I
as
clicked
well.
on what short rest said in
Oh.
D&D Beyond. It said 1d10 plus... It says hit die or 1d10 plus 2.
Yep, and your con modifier is a +2, so that makes sense. So Tully gets
Con
an
is
extra +1.
Constitution?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
And
so
so you get a +2.
additional 4.
What is a 0? It didn't actually tell me what that
So,
roll is.
just so I'm understanding, it is the roll of the dice plus your con modifier.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, 12.
thank you.
I didn't even I didn't even have that much gone.
And then
I
any
think
and
I'm also.
all
Sorry.
all
Go ahead.
healed up.
Well, I was gonna say I think Billy would also probably need to take a healing potion because I'm at like half health right now, so
Okay.
thought we may rest a little bit more before.
You do have that ham torta if you want to go ahead and eat the ham torta.
Oh, no, I
Actually,
don't want to be the
don't.
one to take that.
I will go over and cast another lay on hands on Tully. I didn't realize that you were also.
There you go.
And I will give you 10 healing for that. So I'll tap out my.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
It's gonna tap out my lay on hands.
Okay. While Elson is close to Tully, Tully kind of looks at Elson and is like, "You okay, friend?"
So Elson has his hands, as he has his hands on Tully, and there's like this glow of like divine light as he's healing him. And he just says, no, but maybe, and we'll talk about it when we're done here. And then he will
Fully
finish the heal.
nods and goes,
You know, I've had friends pretty much ever. Kind of learning that it's nice to have them now. Here for you, friend.
I don't know if you'll feel the same way in time. And he will walk away.
From behind you in the elevator, you hear a sharp crack and then see a couple of sparks fly. And you look over and see that Lorelia has like broken that elevator control panel, and she says, now they'll have to listen to us.
girl, you just trapped us down here.
You trapped us. What were you thinking?
They'll be able to fix it, and if they can't, I'm pretty good with a soldering iron too. I can get this figured out as well. But for the time being, at least, we've got some leverage now. And she walks over to the door and sort of like looks at you all like, do you want me to go first or do you want to go first?
DM, real quick, like just above table question, because I forgot about this. I got that great axe in the shopping thing in our last thing. So I don't have it equipped at the moment. I still had the longsword, but I forgot to ask you in our last session, how am I carrying both weapons? Do I have to pick which one I'm using at a given time? Like, how mechanically do you want that to work?
Yes, you are carrying both. At the beginning of combat, whichever weapon you use first is the one that you have equipped. To change weapons after that is an action that you will have to take on a turn.
Okay. Since we're outside of combat, so if and when we end up in combat again, can I choose to use the axe at the beginning of combat?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as long as I'm outside, like
Sure
at the
can.
beginning of combat, I can choose which one is going to be like my dominant weapon. And then if I want to change it later,
Correct.
that's an action. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Thank you.
Yep. So she's just looking at all of you like, you want me to go in first or do you want to go in first?
Tully pulls his pistol out and kind of looks at the group and is like,
All right. Be scary, but let's maybe try to talk and see if we can get our way without making enemies of the force that's controlling our entire world.
and then he looks over at Pascal and he's like,
Pascal, mean mode.
Pascal kind of like shoots out some he shoots out some steam and his little eyes glow from blue to red and that's it. That's the main mode.
It glows to red, and then he has mechanical eyebrows that just go.
Elson is going to take his sword, and which is covered in blood, and just take a few swipes to clean off the blood, and then sheath it.
Okay. Who's going on first?
Not me.
You know, since Tully is saying that maybe we go in intimidating but not like angry, maybe Tully should go in first. And
Okay.
not Elson, considering the amount of anger we've seen on Elson in the last
So-
battle.
Tully looks at everyone and is like,
Follow my lead.
and so he goes and opens the door, and as he opens the door, he has Pascal pour a bunch of steam into the room,
Okay.
like to make it look like it's, like kind of like scare like them with like
Really
steam
great
coming
engine.
in.
sure.
And then Pascal lumbers
Hell
in,
yeah.
eyes glowing red, and then Tully looks over at Elson and goes,
Scary, but nice.
kind of like pushes, like shows you to like walk in behind Pascal. So Pascal goes in lumbering all big with like the glowing red eyes. It's catching in the steam and is making the steam glow a little red too. And then now like pushes you to go in next.
As you open those doors, and I'm not going to interrupt what's happening, I just want to
Yeah.
describe the scene so you know what the room looks like. So as you open those doors, you see a room that's filled with desks, what we would think of as computer desks. There are like desktop PCs, again, something that your characters are not familiar with what those are, on them, and groups of people, some of them sitting at the desk, some of them standing, some of them just talking to each other. All of them wearing uniforms with that high mind, like winged eye kind of a thing on its, left chest area. Go on.
So as Tully said, scary but nice, Elson kind of looks at him and does and like grins this very awkward grin with like all of his teeth showing, so it's very sharp canine teeth that looks very off-putting, especially because like there's like some blood spatter on his muzzle still and on his clothes from everything that happened, and he does this grin. Scary but nice.
I got more planned to this if I can have fun with this for a second.
Go ahead, but I want to be clear, there's only so much you can do after opening doors, pouring steam, having glowing, talking to each other about being scary and nice twice before like people are gonna react. So you got like maybe one more thing you can do before I have to make people react to the absolutely insane thing that's happening.
Can I have two things?
Oh my god, I really want to know. I'm dying to know.
You have one more thing.
Don't make Daddy DM now.
Sir?
Okay. They're so quick. Okay. It's okay. So Pulley then takes one of his bullets and kind of rolls it in there. He's not gonna like, it shouldn't be noticeable. It's just kind of rolls it into the steam and uses magical tinkering to just project his voice in like a scary way that just goes, "Don't move."
Okay.
Oh, come on, that's sick.
They're just in an office. They're just like working on a computer.
The people in this office, I mean, that's basically what it is, right? Are like they all look over and are just like shocked by what they're seeing. And you see one guy is a tiefling. He's like bright red skin. He's got, just like kind of horns curled back on his forehead as tieflings do. Again, in one of those uniforms, he has like a well like trimmed goatee kind of a thing, and he just says, "I wasn't aware that there was team building activities going on today. What is this a dance party? I wasn't aware that upper management had anything scheduled."
Odin, if you're talking, I see your mouth moving, but I don't hear anything.
I was sorry. I was saying thank you to Kevin for the subs right now. Yeah, we had a little hype train. Thank you guys. Thank you all.
Let's go. Level 3 hype.
Woo!
True story.
Okay, so what order are we in right now? So it is Pascal.
It's
Pascal and then Elson. Because you pushed Elson?
Yeah.
Yeah. The last thing I was going to do that I had that I thought would be kind of cool was I was going to have Rain kind of crackle a little like lightning to like scare them more.
You're just gonna scare all these officers. Granted, we don't know that.
I
right?
love this setup,
think
though.
It's just more battle. Yeah.
Well,
So we
Tully
have
was
like a
really
scary
trying to,
ass looking bot. We have a bloody lion. We have a short king with like a scary voice and a gun. And we have a crackling like white dragon.
That's so funny.
He freaked out because of watching Elson split the guy in half. So Tully was like, okay, like I don't want Elson going in. That's why I was like trying to talk to him first and like trying to check on him. I was like, hey, are you good? But he didn't want Elson going in and starting to just rip things apart. So that's why he was like, all right, let me take charge and like scare the shit out of them.
Totally fair.
That way we're okay.
So all of this has just happened, right? There's steam in the room and all the wonderful and amazing things that Tully just did. And then Elson, are you still smiling with all of your teeth?
Yeah.
You're just like that. Okay,
Just a big cheesy grin, shit-eating grin.
So I'm going to I'm imagining that I am like either next to you or right behind Elson, and I'm going to turn to Tully and be like, all right, I think you've got the scary down. Let's try being nice now. And I'm going to poke my head around the Elson and Pascal and be like, "Hi, we're just visitors, and we have a few questions. Not really, we're not visitors, but we have a few questions that we're hoping that you can answer."
I don't.
After hearing that he said, "I didn't know this was a team building activity or something," whatever he said.
Yeah. I don't know who you are. And you're not in uniform. What has happened? What is going on? Explain yourselves. What are your names? What are your designations? Who's your direct report? I don't understand.
Would Lorelia do anything at this point since she's worked at the Hive Mind? I feel like she would probably have more knowledge on how to address all of them.
She currently is standing back in the doorway and looking all of you mouth agape. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, dumbfounded, I would say, by what's currently occurring. But if you want her to talk, I could make her talk.
Elson basically
like
like
it's
turns
time
and
to
like not hard, but like grabs her and kind of pushes her forward
Oh, okay.
With your smile still.
with that smile.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Hello, weather station, team members. My name is Lorelia. I am a former fellow of meteorological studies and adjustments at one of the northern bases, and we are here to. And she takes a kind of swallows and takes a big breath and says, "We are here to change the weather." The tiefling looks at your group and then kind of leans over and sees the elevator control panel sparking in the background and just puts his forehead into his hand like a palm and says, "You broke the elevator." Techfellow Dinkins, where are you? Thank you. And you see a gnome walk up, again wearing the same uniform, and he says, "Dinkins, please go begin repairs of the elevator."
Elson's going to
And
block the gnome from proceeding.
the gnome looks up at you and says, "I don't want to insinuate that your presence is disturbing, but I do have orders that I need to follow. Please allow me to do my job."
Interesting. I was gonna say the same thing.
I do
I'm
not
gonna poke
know.
my head around Elson and just be like, "I think it's best if you kind of just step away from him, like right now,
Oh,
like right
can
now,
I
like
can I
scamper
go?
away."
Can I go around you then? Is that okay?
I'm gonna have to stand by my comrade here and say no.
Oh. The gnome kind of shakes his head and turns back to the tiefling and puts his hands up like, "I don't know what you want me to do." The tiefling comes out from around the computer desk where he was standing over someone's shoulder and says, "My name is Director Ekosh Kaplan. I would say that it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, but I think at this point we all know that that wouldn't be true. You want to change the weather? I'm sorry. Am I to understand and believe that you are subjects that are currently under study within Avved, and you've somehow gained access to our station?"
We are not subjects.
We're under study?
He leans sort of around Elson a little bit, just again from where he's standing, to look at Rain and says, "Yes, if you live on the surface of the sand in Avved, yes, you are a subject for study."
What?
And he kind of looks at Lorelia with a side eye kind of a thing.
I'm not sure what you mean by subjects. We're from Draketh. We live there. We're people.
He pulls out a sheath identical to the one that that you guys have, and he clicks a couple of things, slides his thumb across it, and you see it flip onto that scanner mode that you saw the very first day that you'd given it to Aunt Peggy, and he one at a time scans each one of you. Tilly Stornstock, Helson Brightmane, Airy Everbright, Rain Silvox, Lorelia, and this appears to be a fairly new construct. I only have a few days worth of data on it. Pascal is its designation, I believe, Tully. Is that correct?
Yes.
Excellent. I shall indicate that that is a confirmed record in its notes. Thank you so much. So yes, you are, I see here, a Scraptic group from Drakath. Wow, great. And yes, it looks like your progress to our station was noticed and was noted. What is it that we can do for you today?
We want answers.
And I want a fixed elevator. So I guess we're all not getting quite what we were expecting.
What is it exactly that you're studying, though?
He turns and gestures toward the far right side of the room that you're standing in, where there is a huge like video wall, like a wall-sized video board, on which there is a like 3D map of like the Rise area of Avved, and there are data points, like little like flags of data that are just like springing off of it. And he says, well, currently we are engaged in meteorological and erosion predictors for Rise, studying how it might change over the course of the next few centuries up to the next millennia. Wind patterns have been exponentially changing in some directions, and some of the erosion patterns are interesting to look at. So it's interesting and to think about and to study and to project how the people who live at the top of Rise, the Kenku and Tabaxi, and some of the gnomes who live there, might change their living habits or what might affect them. What do? You guys got toilets yet, or what?
So you're studying the weather patterns, but don't you control the weather?
Yeah, of course. But we still want to know how the changes we make are going to affect things in the future.
Why?
Why?
Because it's interesting data. I don't understand the question. What do you
But
mean?
what is this
It's
data going to be used for?
to study how things could change if we were to change certain things in certain areas. Cataloging potentialities, mapping changing curves and the arc of the future. Again, it's like you're asking me like, why did I have a ham sandwich for lunch? Because I felt like it. I don't know what you want. It's not my project. My superiors are the ones who make these decisions. I'm just here because I like the data.
Then I suggest you get your superiors to talk to us. Where are they?
Well,
You're not
they
able to
are
give us
not-
the information that we're actually looking for.
They are not here, nor am I inclined to tell you where they are.
I think you're
Holy
very
sort of
much
steps forward.
inclined to tell us where they are.
Not particularly. If you think that
Elson,
I'm
I think
inclined
it's
to
time
tell
to be
you,
mean.
he looks at Elson and says, "If you think that I'm inclined to tell you where they are, then you are sadly mistaken. If we don't fix that elevator, we all run out of food, water, or air at some point in the next few weeks. And as torturous as an end to my life that will be, I will die happy knowing that you will go down right along with me."
So will I.
Great. So it seems that we're at an impasse because you won't let me fix the elevator that will allow all of us to live, and I'm not going to give you any information of the people that I report to because I don't have any reason to do so.
We can
Kind of
very
just sounds
easily
like you would
give
be
you a
suffering
reason.
the way that you made us suffer.
Sorry, there was cross.
Go
One more
ahead,
time.
Lego.
Oh, I said it sounds like you would be suffering the same way that you have chosen to make us suffer.
If you have suffered as a result of changes in climate or wind patterns or precipitation patterns in and around Rise, then I apologize. Has that affected your life?
water is scarce. Yes, it's affected everything.
And you live near Rise.
I don't know. Actually, I have to actually go
You
look at the.
no, you live in Dracath. You're nowhere near.
Elston would have had experience though, potentially living near. I mean, his
Oh, sure.
nomadic, so he would have had some experience with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, what did Elson say before I said what I said?
We can certainly make this experience much less pleasant over the course of those weeks, if you'd like.
If you want to try to make an intimidation check, you're welcome to do so.
Is my intimidation +2? Okay.
I don't know if it's just me. Claire, is Claire getting quieter for anybody?
It's
Yeah,
a little
you're quiet.
raspy.
Let me
Yeah.
see if maybe bringing my mic closer to my face will help.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
He's not very intimidating.
So
Oh, no.
it's just, I mean, this dude is an iron wall. He is not having it. He just he's not budging.
Okay.
If you want to have any productive conversation with this guy at all, you're gonna have to at least let him have Dinkins start fixing the elevator.
Elson is gonna look down towards Tully and just kind of shrug.
So can I let my man go fix the elevator so we all can live? Does that sound good?
Yeah, go ahead. Fix the elevator. But no one else
Incredible.
moves.
Oh, none are needed. Dinkins, go ahead. And the gnome kind of hops to it and weaves his way through your group and looks up at Pascal for a moment and kind of looks over at you, Tully, and gives you thumbs up. And then walks past you, and you see him pull a couple of tools out of his tool belt, and he gets into the elevator and he starts tinkering with the control panel. Ekosh Kaplan, the tiefling, sort of leans onto one of the computer desks now and says, "Excellent. Now that I know that there will be a chance that I live past today, not a guarantee, but just a chance, I'm open to negotiation. You want to change the weather? Wonderful. Our station can do that in any region of Avved that you would like. I'm not doing it for you. You can do it yourself. And you're going to have to go to the main computer chamber in order to get that done. See, I can be helpful when we're working together."
I really just want to punch him in the face, and I'm the nice one.
The only reason I haven't is because Tully asked me not to. That's the only reason I haven't.
Tully's like visibly annoyed by this point and like kind of like shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
And so he steps up a little to him and says,
I would really appreciate if you help us with what we want to do.
I would really appreciate you doing whatever it is that you want to do here and then leaving as expeditiously as possible. The amount of paperwork I will be filling out because you have been here will keep me under it for months. So please, go do what you need to do and then leave.
Where do you fill out this paperwork?
At my desk.
Use this machine here?
Why are you asking?
Tully pulls out his pistol and puts it on top of the monitor and shoots it.
Fuck yeah, Tully.
Okay.
Let's go.
That bullet rips through the delicate electronics of the monitor on the desk, and you see Kaplan just there's that moment, that burst of frustration from him, and then he just immediately goes to annoyed in a corporate way and says, "A regrettable loss of resources. but nothing that we can't recover from, given our vast network and our complete autonomy. So, destroy the computers if you want, but it's not going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. The only way to do that is to go through that door over there and go to the main server controls.
You know what a vast loss of resources is watching children struggle with being able to get something to drink for my entire life. You ever watched a child or an elderly person die of thirst?
No, I'm in meteorology. Sounds tough.
It is.
Don't you
Probably
want
not
to
as-
go
Not
change
scared.
all? Don't you want to go
Right.
change all that?
I feel like it's a trap.
What's to stop you from changing everything back as soon as we leave?
The reality is that once something like that is changed, it's not something that we can change from here. That kind of monumental shift in climate, wind pattern, precipitation, accumulation, and droppage can't be shifted backward in the blink of an eye. It would cause mass destruction and chaos. And to be quite honest with you, as annoyed by your presence as I am, it will make for interesting data. So, go. Make it rain or whatever it is you're here to do.
Oh, there's something I want to do that's kind of unhinged. But Tully, damn it, Tully.
I want to know where the people that are in charge of you are.
Well, they would be in the central nexus of the High Mind.
How do we get there?
Not from here.
That wasn't my question. How do we get there?
Gee golly, that's a good one, but it's not one that I am inclined to answer.
Elson be a little mean.
Elson says, Elson is going to walk up to him, and I'm assuming Elson is considerably is taller than this guy.
Oh yeah, he's like maybe 5'10"-ish.
You said yourself that you have no interest or really stake in the change in weather or really anything that happens. You're just interested in the data. So,
That's right.
then, consider this a monumental change in data. Because if you don't do that, we're going to take you with us up to Draketh, and you will never, ever find your way back down into this little rat's nest where you hide with your trinkets and toys and watching other people suffer for your own amusement. You will be the very subject which you claim to study. And that is a promise. So, we can do this the easy way, which allows you to continue to study the fascinating data which will be coming forth, or you can be the subject. It's your choice.
I have to decide as the DM if I want to make you continue rolling with that nat 1 that you got, or if I want to let you make another check.
Because this is more of
And
I'm trying to do this more as a persuasion. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to intimidate in the same way.
Well, you
Well,
just threatened
it is
to
a
take him
threat.
up
It is
to
a
the-
threat, yeah.
Up to, yeah. So I think what we got to do is you can make an intimidation check here, but it is going to be a disadvantage.
Okay.
And he is
While
going to...
she's making that check, sorry.
Yeah.
Go
You're
ahead.
good.
I just had a technical question.
Yeah.
The medallion that we have,
Yes.
Is it only gifted amongst each other? Or could
No,
we...
you could give it to anyone, but it would have to be willingly accepted.
True. So could we play nice and say, you know, thank you, we will move forward and thank you for your help or whatever, and Rain just be like, you know, as a token of this agreement or whatever, try and gift it to him. And then be able to read his thoughts to find out where his bosses are. And then essentially, could we take it back? I guess, like, steal it on our way out or something.
I don't think. Hold on. The description of the thing isn't like you hear all of their thoughts.
You can read their mind.
Yeah. But I don't think, I mean, quite frankly, I don't think that you're going to be able to be nice enough to this person to get them to willingly accept
Take an object, yeah.
True.
And then, like, that they have to know is going to allow you to read his mind.
Oh, they have to know that you're going to read their mind.
Yeah, I don't think you can willingly accept it if you don't.
Oh, see, I read it as you just have to gift it to somebody who willingly takes the actual item. And then at that point, the person that gifted it can read the mind of that person.
Yeah, but
so
I mean,
I willingly take the item.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think that there is like mental consent involved where like you've got the person has to know what the thing does if they can actually like willfully receive it.
Okay.
Tully, what did you get on your intimidation check?
Tully?
Or I'm sorry, Elson.
I got a 4.
Elson. Okay. He got a and I screenshot it and I will post it in our Discord later. He got a nat 20.
Oof!
I love that you think we don't trust your...
No, I would have believed you. I that's not something I would ever think that you'd lie about.
No, yeah. But this is a tense situation and it's a second try and I just want to be like very upfront about it. Okay, so he simply shakes his head and says, "No. I have given you the ability to choose your own adventure with how you change the weather for whatever part of Avved or all of it you want. It's your choice. I am giving you the powers of complete control. Not control that can be changed instantaneously back, but the ability to control something. An ability and an opportunity that no one on this planet has had at any other time other than the people who work for the High Mind. You're welcome, firstly. Second, I'm doing it while not activating any of our defense turrets. So, if you would like to go change the weather, it's through that door. If you would like to wait until Dinkins finishes fixing the elevator and then leave, which I can't tell you how happy I would be for you to take that option, that's great too. But I'm not doing anything to help you out any more than what I have already done, which is the simplest of exchanges that you allowed me the opportunity to continue to live. So, what would you like to do?
I'm going to look
there
over...
any way...
Sorry,
Yeah.
Soup?
Is there any way we can do like a insight check to see if he's lying?
Oh.
Absolutely. I'm going to set the DC at 2.
Oh. Wait, clear. Oh. Well, I got a 20.
He ain't lying. He's being extremely honest.
I'm going to look over at Aerie and say, "Can you give me a hand?" And I'm going to grab this guy, and I want to try and put him in the Timber of Holding and take him to Draketh. I want to kidnap him.
No, 0%. He immediately raises his sheath, up as you begin to move toward him, and he like slides a finger across it, and you see it on from ceiling panels all the way around the perimeter of the room. Defense turrets drop, and all of them are pointing right at you.
Don't we have that thing that turns off all the tech?
In a 10-foot square.
So everything directly around him would turn off.
Yeah, we probably got more turrets than that, though. It is funny, though. I did Google whether you could put people in bags of holding, too.
Well, it does say,
Yeah,
I checked the thing. You can, theoretically.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have put him in the nutsack of holding?
Yeah, that was what I was saying.
He would.
That's what I wanted to try and do.
You don't live for very long once you're in there, but
That's
yeah.
10 minutes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
only 10 minutes. Oh, interesting.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes of air.
Would that have been so bad though?
Yeah. I know. I wouldn't have minded if you
Honestly,
suffocated.
when you were like, "Can you give me a hand?" I was going to be like, "Sure," and then
cut
just
off
roll
his
to punch him in the face. No, roll to punch him in the face with my hand. But now we have turrets.
So he's standing with the sheath up above his head, and he just says, "I am being as patient as I can be."
Tully kind of taps Elson and shakes his head and says,
Changing the weather's more important than teaching a lesson, I think. Let's do what's right for Draketh.
Elson will turn back, smile, and pat his shoulder. And step back.
I don't think all
lowers-
of it's in a different room, right?
Correct.
I feel like not all of us should go in said room just in case it is a trap and they lock us in.
Split the
I'm handing
party.
my medallion over.
You know what I mean? Then
However, you don't know how far away the place is.
That's true.
that's true.
He lowers his hand back in front of him, but the sheath is still active, and those turrets are still out, just to be clear.
I mean, I'm still down. I want to keep an eye on what's going on here.
Yeah.
But then what if
Wow.
they encounter more stuff while traveling? And I say they because I had assumed that Tully and Elson would go. But you know what I mean? Like Wilds is right. We have no idea how far this control room
Control room.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many people are in this room?
You'd say about like 24, 25,
And what are the rest of them doing?
all
Just
staring
watching.
at you in horror.
Oh, I thought maybe they were just sitting there continuing to work.
Some of them are. You can hear like some keys clacking, although you don't know what that means.
How far is the control room from here?
It is a fair distance. You will need to go through our test chamber, which is currently not active, just to put your minds at ease. And then through that into the living chambers, through the recreational area, and then the server, main server controls are past that.
Awesome. Take us there.
No. You
Well,
can
who's
go on
going
your
to
own.
navigate? Who's going to navigate us through this area? You're just going to let us wander around?
That's correct. We have cameras, and it's more or less a straight shot through those doors. If you get lost, I will be most impressed.
Thoughts, team? I feel like
Tully looks over at Lorelia. And
What do you think?
I think the chances that we'll get to make the kind of change that we can make here are few and far between. And while I don't know this weather station's layout, I don't have any reason at this point not to take him for at least being 50% truthful here.
Not for me. I say we go.
To the control room or like leave?
Control room, I think.
Okay.
Control room. I think we go and do what we came here to do.
I'll follow you, Telly.
All going?
I guess we're all going.
Okay. You head toward the door on the opposite side of this sort of office room. And it's much the same as the other vault doors. This seems to be a fairly common thing in this area, but not all of them require the sheath to activate. And so as you walk toward it, it slides open, and you walk into a small, dimly lit hallway with a neon sign above the far end that says testing chamber above it. The hallway itself is maybe 20 or 30 feet long. Doesn't take you long at all. 20 or 30 feet's not far. You walk right to the end of it, and the next door slides open, and what you see on the other side is easily the largest construction that you've ever seen. Like, the hex is really big, but it wasn't a building. The Great North Cave is a natural formation, right? Like, all those kinds of things are ancient or natural or something, but this is constructed, and it is a huge 100 feet by 100 foot room. The ceilings are like 50 or 60 feet tall. I mean, it's gigantic. It's just a huge room, and it's all flat white. You see tiled floors along with tiled walls and a tiled ceiling, and the only thing that separates these white tiles from each other are small black crystals set into the corners of each one of the, like, at the points of the corners, basically, right? The same kind of black crystal that is in the top of the sheath. Make a perception or investigation check, whichever one you prefer. Anybody can do this. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to do so if you would like.
Eleven.
15.
7.
No, 16.
Okay, our 11s and our 16. As you kind of look around, there's nothing indicating to you here. I mean, the tiles here are very different than the tiled ceiling in the room that you just came out of. Like, you don't see anything that looks like it could pop out and be a turret, or like, you don't see any of like the bot printer things that the little stabber bots came out of way back in the hex. Like, this doesn't look to be a dangerous room. You hear a speaker kind of turn on, and you hear Kaplan's voice. First stop on the way to the main servers. This is our main scenario testing chamber. We use it to simulate weather patterns, erosion projections, like I was saying earlier, and how any changes we make to the weather will impact a given area of Avved. Hey, Royer, run that Southwest Mesa erosion graph, would you? Before your eyes, the black crystals begin to glow, and a room-spanning representation of a mesa appears. It is so realistic that when you try to move through it, it actually feels somewhat dense. It's a hologram, but it's almost like it has weight in a way. Suddenly, the sand, this holographic sand, begins to blow around you, and you hear a new voice, apparently belonging to whoever this warrior person is, says, yeah, time is sped up for these, so you're seeing about 100 years every second or so. After just a few minutes of watching, this mesa's red, orange, and yellow walls thin out and hollow, and by the time the program ends, it's transformed into a series of stone arches. Pretty useful tech, but it produces a lot of heat and noise, so we have to have it underground. Well, for other reasons, I suppose, too. What? Kaplan. Oh yeah. Oh, I was supposed to tell you that the main server controls are at the far end of the facility, so keep moving, okay? Royer out.
Can we talk to them?
Speaker. You could say something.
You guys need all this stuff to see that this is how wind affects sand?
It's actually mostly to study how different wind patterns can affect different geological formations in different ways over like long periods of time. It's actually really interesting. The theory behind it is based on like precipitation What? Kaplan, come on! I'm just telling them about. Sorry. So, keep moving, I guess.
Wind and sand.
Wind and sand.
Wind and sand.
It doesn't affect it differently. It's wind and sand.
No voice comes over the speaker this time.
Is it still playing? Is the holograph still like going, or is it just?
No, great question. No, it has since like folded down and gone away, and that like fully white room with the little black crystal dots is back, basically. And you see, again, kind of on the far side of the testing chamber, there's another one of those sliding doors above it with another red neon sign that says sleeping quarters above it.
Proceed down the path.
Rain, have you ever seen magic like this?
This looks like no magic I've ever seen or even read about.
I don't
We're
think
just
this
saying this
is
as we're walking
magic.
to the next room.
What did Elson say, sorry?
I don't think this is magic.
Oh, gotcha. As you arrive at the residential, the sleeping area door, your group kind of takes a breath and you step toward it, and that door slides open, unveiling a kind of a large common area. It looks like couches and some like tables and amenities, some bookshelves and things like that, kind of waiting for you to step into it. And that will be where we leave it for today.
Oh. We made it to the common
Holy
area.
moly.
Whoop.
God damn.
The sleeping
Oof.
quarters.
Oh.
We should have punched that guy in the face.
I wanted to punch that guy in the face.
Fuck, I hate that guy.
He has a very punchable face.
He does, though. I would assume.
Parm, you're still here. Bless your heart. Thank you. Thanks,
your
Parm. When's our
Claire,
next...
tell us all about your streamiversary thing tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is my 5-year streaming anniversary. Yay! I'm celebrating 5 years on Twitch. With a 24-hour subathon. And we're doing lots of cool stuff. We're doing a digital hear me out cake. We're doing truth or dare. And if I don't do the truths or the dares that you guys submit, I have to spin a wheel of spicy hot sauce and suffer. And we're doing a try not to laugh, which is going to be fun. We're going to be playing fun Super Nintendo games. We're going to be... there's going to be Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader with me and my friend and fellow mod Erica Herbsrealm. It's going to be awesome. So that starts tomorrow or today for some of you, depending on where in the world you are, at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., I will actually be participating in a stream team tournament. My stream team Watch Us is competing in a race in peak. So if our team peaks first, we're currently in the semifinals. So if our team wins, then we will make it into the final round. So if anything, please come and cheer us on. It should be good fun. And we have lots of cool incentives for the subathon, and one of which is that chat can choose a game that I actually have to teach in my class this coming January. I teach a class on video games and literature. So you will actually have the opportunity to choose one of the games that I have to teach. So there's lots of other cool incentives and stuff as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be good fun. So I know already that our dear Daddy DM submitted some stuff, and I'm scared to look at it. I haven't seen any of it yet, so we will see how that turns out. But yeah, hope to see you, and hopefully my butt doesn't die. Because for any of you that don't know, I've been dealing. I had talked about how I bruised my tailbone. Fun fact, it's broken. I have a broken ass. So yeah, let's hope that I can actually sit for the amount of time that I need to be sitting. But yeah, hope to see you there. Should be
You
fun.
should take breaks.
Yeah,
Dance,
yeah, I did.
stretch,
I did
stretch your ass.
yeah, I did incorporate some breaks. So yeah.
Not in her tailbone.
No, I don't need any more in that. That would be.
Yeah.
I actually went to a wedding last weekend, and I got really drunk, and we were dancing, and I started twerking because I kind of forgot because I was drunk, and 7 people, including the bride, went, "No, don't!" And I was like, and I immediately was like, "Oh yeah, that hurts a lot. Don't do that. Yeah, twerking hurts if you have a broken ass. Fun fact. So, no twerking will be happening tomorrow either."
You only learned that lesson once.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was just funny that all of a sudden, like, multiple people at the same time were like, "No, don't do it." I was like, "Ah!" So, yeah, that was fun. That was
My
great.
ass!
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, my ass!" Yeah. Oh, God, I'm old. Anyway, yeah, it should be exciting.
Our next session, remind us if somebody would, please.
Like 2 weeks, the
Yeah.
5th.
Oh, it's the 5th. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We don't have to wait that long.
Yeah.
Fifth of
Right before my
December.
birthday.
Yay! I did actually
Wow.
want to add one more thing because it like pertains to the group. We had talked about the potentially of doing some new character art, and I actually didn't wait for you guys to say yes. I actually did solicit an artist already, and she is working on something for us. So I'm really excited about it. She is going to share the sketch with me first. So once I get the sketch, I'll share it in the Discord with you guys. So if we want to make changes or anything like that, you'll have the opportunity to put in some feedback. But it should hopefully be like a new starting screen for us. It's going to include some headshots, so we can have new headshots on the layout by some like actual artists. And it'll also include like a poster. So if you want to like hype it up in other communities and stuff like that, you can share the poster, which will have like just like cuts of our face on it and just say like our character names and say Avved. It'll be really cool. So
That's awesome.
That's super cool.
That's
Excited
so
for that.
Mhm.
yeah, so I will share it once I have a sketch. I'll share it with you guys, and you know if there's any feedback or anything you want changed about it, I'll just share it with you every step of the way, and then we can do a group reveal whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
Yay!
Pretty cool.
Very excited for that.
Yeah, very
Yes.
excited. It's and then I mean I figure it's like we've been doing this now for almost 6 months, I think. So it's I
Yeah.
think it was time to get some character art and just like have something more official for us.
Sounds good to me. I'm excited.
Yeah, very.
Me too. Normally these
Sounds
VODs come out on normally these VODs come out on Sunday. But considering the 24-hour stream I'm going to be about to be engaged in, there may be a slight delay when this goes out. But I'll try to get it out by Monday.
Totally understandable.
Nice.
Any other announcements? or-
The best thing that all of you out there in audience land can do for us, by the way, is just sharing the streams, following, of course, each one of these lovely people. I myself do not stream on a regular basis. I usually am just streaming like maybe once or twice a year. But everybody else here are wonderful streamers. You should totally follow them and check them out. And then when the VODs come out on Claire's YouTube channel, share those. Get the word out. We think that we have something really cool here. We think that we have a really cool campaign with interesting characters that really get to like role play, and we have people who have a lot of experience playing D&D like myself and Claire, and we also have some people who are still like very new to D&D like Odin and Mango and Soup. So check us out, share us, get the word out about what we're doing. We think it's cool, we think it's fun, and we want other people to get into this and to share in the adventure that we're going on. We are in our second arc of what will eventually be 5 arcs for this campaign. So like we're not even halfway done yet. We have a lot of story left to tell. So please, 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 please share it and get it out there. Thank you so much. I love you.